Oh,
there we go. Now you are.
Hello. Right, my first live hangout. So anything that happens now is nothing to do with me. Right, so I'll go to. I've got 3 very good friends here. Jake, kick off.
Hello. What am I drinking? It's Vocations Yakima Pilsner or Yakima. How do you say it? The Americans will tell me.
Yeah,
Yakima.
it's a valley in
Yakima, depending on what part of your country you're in, I believe.
I say Yakima, but I don't know if that.
It's in Washington. Is it Washington area?
Yeah.
I believe it's called Washington.
Again,
Washington.
It's
It's a very clean state.
But yeah, decent hoppy. Well, it's not really a pilsner. It's more of a IPL, if that's a style, like a hoppy lager. But,
so check out Jake's beer reviews. So we're going to go over to. Yeah, definitely. I'll put all these links down below after anyway. So if I remember when I sober up. Over to Rod.
Hey, what's happening, boys and girls? Two hearted ale. You know, I'm back to drinking this now. I had a break in between. I drank one of those juicy watermelon, and now I'm back to Two Hearted Ale, American IPA, the #1 beer now in the U.S. according to home brewers across the land.
Homebrewers, okay.
They had a vote or whatever. I think it was homebrewers. I can't remember if it was homebrewers or whoever all did it, but that was chosen and knocked down Pliny the Elder.
It was a list, so I kind of blacked out.
Yeah, one of those Vine Pair things. Yeah. Lists are like opinions, and the opinions are like, hey, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, you got a channel as well.
Oh yeah, I do have a channel, don't I? Rod J Beer Ventures here on YouTube, where you can go to the website, which is www.rodjbeerventures.com. Cool. This is the second broadcast today, so we may have been drinking a little bit of beers earlier, so who knows where this is going to go.
No, we've had a beer, so you know if you're offended by anything at all, then yeah, okay. And also, lastly, my good friend Joe, Average Joe. He's not on cam, but yeah, he's got a lovely beard, and he's not got a channel, but yeah, go for it. What you drink?
Well, first off, the beard is Rod J Beer Ventures exclusive on the Hangouts. No other person is.
It is trademark.
The disgusting, ratty thing that is my beard on my face. Secondly, I don't have a channel. I have subscribers. What for? No idea. But I don't have any content. But I do plan on releasing 548 beer reviews at some point in the near future, all at one time. So for my subs, they should probably unsub. That's going to be problematic for their feed. But yeah, I am drinking what some people call Bud Light. I like to call water.
You're drinking a Bud Light? Really?
No, I'm actually drinking water.
Oh, okay.
It's better then. Okay.
It's better. It's very crisp, clean, refreshing. ABV of 0.0, so it's a non-alcoholic beverage. I'm gonna grab a beer in a couple minutes, though. Okay. I didn't realize we were going to be doing like a live hangout, so I was ill-prepared.
Neither did I. So, excuse me.
We were talking about an hour offline before.
Oh yeah, we've been I don't know when he shut it off, but yeah, we've been probably talking 2 hours offline when we was on 2 hours online. So it's not kind of not my first, but not my last. But yeah, it's my first live one, so it's kind of like, well, my days, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I'd imagine it's going to be your last too, after whatever happens.
Probably. Yeah, I'll lose subscribers. That's all cool.
All depends if you bring Paul in or not. That's pretty much where it begins and ends for most people.
No, I'm very. I should actually go to the comments as well because you never know.
Yeah, if someone would have read the comments earlier in a certain other person's hangout.
I've no idea. Yeah, I did read up on them. Yeah.
Hey, you read up on.
Craig was reading it, but he didn't tell us.
No, he's like, oh, I just got to catch up on the comments. Do you care to read them? I got it. I'm over here. I'm reading them.
It wasn't my channel. So.
No, it's true. You just can't commandeer somebody's channel.
No, but you know what it's like.
I do have a channel.
How do I do this? This is all new to me. So it's like, okay.
That's what she said.
Well, I do a. I can't remember his name. That's how pissed I am. Your pissed thing for tonight is me.
What are you trying to do?
I don't.
He doesn't know.
I don't know. God.
Seems as though someone's playing music.
I'm getting Green Day.
This is oh man, this is gonna get copyrighted.
I'm just trying to work out how to get.
That was the time of your life, wasn't it?
How do you get comments up?
You just go to your video. Where's your video at?
You're asking a man a very complicated question in his state of being.
Well, we've seen it worse.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do you think there are any comments? What do you think?
I don't see your video live out here though. I mean, I know we're live. I just don't see it out there.
Definitely live. I'll let someone else tune in and then take the sound off, and then you can relay the comments because I'm useless.
But your video's not showing up. That's the trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good then.
Maybe because you never don't you need to like set it up beforehand before you go live?
Did you go to YouTube live stream?
No, I went private, and then it said, "Oh, do you want to go live?" So I clicked live, and then I assumed it was going to be live. So all this chat has been for fucking nothing.
We're live. Definitely live.
Oh, we are live. We are live.
We're live. I don't think the video is public.
Right.
Yeah, you have to go into your YouTube live stream area.
I'm doing it now. Yeah. Got you. Right. Fucking hell. It's bad enough when you're sober. Never mind, we've had a beer.
Craig, I was under the impression that you are a professional and you knew what you were doing. Since you have a YouTube channel and everything.
Broken one can get it. I know you can get it.
I've no idea. It's the first time I've done this. So.
Craig just wants to be a pigeon, and that's it.
Yeah. Everyone else doesn't matter. Right. So to see how this works. Oh, I've got lots of that.
We've been live.
Yeah, I know we've been. Okay. I'm just trying to find comments.
Well, at least it says we've been
live. Live control room. What's that?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know in the middle of a broadcast if you can just make the video randomly public.
I see it now, Craig.
You're okay. Right. There you go.
Whatever you just did, you fixed it.
Yeah, no, I got that bit. I just want to see the comments. That's all. Peak count.
So now I can see out here. You got one watching.
Yeah, that's probably me.
Probably both of you. And then just behind the time.
Counts the people in the room now.
No?
Oh, right. I don't know. Okay. Well, hello, peak viewer one. I'm just trying to find the comments. So if there's any comments, I have no idea where to find them.
Well,
Rod, you can help me here.
Yeah, I just pull up the video and I can see the comments that they come up there. And Joe knows how to.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a channel. Well, I know how to do nothing.
Jacob Bear says hello.
You're going to be my assistant. Excellent. That's good to know.
I thought I'd better leave a comment just to make sure it's working.
He says hello.
I can't even find it. That's the thing. I'll have to go back to my channel and then see what the hell's going on.
Now, if you can't find it, that might be a personal problem.
Well, yeah. Generally, it generally is. So, you know. I'm fine with that. My channel. Let's go on my channel. Ah, days.
Says I'm in a moderated video. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, we're good. But yeah, people can see now. You're live. Your first live chat.
Yeah.
I'll post it on Twitter, see if we get anyone.
You're out there.
One view. 25. It says 20. It's just 25 minutes ago.
Joe's chatting on it.
I've got to catch up with the non-channel people.
Be forewarned.
Sexy,
One
sex,
hall of
sexy, sex. Oh,
hall of PA beer, whiskey, beer reviews, PA brew beer reviews, whatever Lance calls them. He saw it. He might hop in at some point. So just be forewarned. Just be forewarned, Craig.
I've put the pre-warning up already, so it's fine.
Like Paul. For the other side, Paul can't read, so it'd be problematic for him.
Yeah, it's okay. Hopefully, most of my subscribers or the subscribers I've still got, no. So that's all cool.
Can't beat that.
Let me turn this volume down because I think it might.
Did the beer go bad, or is it an actual sour?
It's sour.
Oh.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Yes, here we go. Hello, Jake. How you doing?
I'm fine.
The greatest chat in history of chats in the last 30 minutes. Well, thank you. So
I speak the truth.
Brandon Jennings, 2. 2.
Man, I really wish I had some.
You guys are British.
You guys are British. Not all of us. We've got a nice mix going on. So there's 2 British and 2 Americans. So it's all good. Right. So everyone else can keep an eye on the chat because I'm going to go back to because it's about a lagging of about 30 seconds or whatever it is.
And I imagine at this point, Craig, you have a bunch of topics to discuss, right?
I've actually got one topic that is probably about a week old, but it's probably not relevant in America.
Is it Wicked Weed being bought out? Oh, it's like months old. Sorry.
Have they been bought out?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't hear anyone cover that actually. I don't know if anyone's
No.
Wicked Weed.
We never heard about that in the UK.
Yeah, they were bought out by Lagunitas, who was bought out by Heineken, something like that.
Lagunitas, really?
Yeah. Heineken owns everybody now.
I love Heineken.
Me too, especially when it's super fresh.
Yeah, and ice cold, so you can't taste it.
Yeah, you can't be drinking.
I don't care if it's fresh, as long as it's cold.
If Heineken's a week old, awesome. If Heineken's like 3 weeks old, trash.
I don't care if it's 10 years old, as long as it's cold.
Have you had the double dry hop version of Heineken?
Oh, DDH.
They put literally 2 extra hops in there. 2.
Heineken's got a new beer coming out next year.
Whole cones.
And that's the H41. It's already out in France.
Wait, what?
I think I missed this.
They got a new beer coming out next year for the rest of the world, but it's already out in France called the H41. They found a new strain of yeast and it's got it in new beer.
Rod, I cannot tell you how excited I am at this moment.
I can feel the emotion oozing.
I'm going to wait in line overnight. I'm going to camp out for it.
I can feel the
like Heineken drinkers are going, oh my god, guys, they've found a new strain.
I can feel the bulge.
Ooh, I can taste the stone fruit. It's so stone fruity.
Sound stoned.
I'm getting those banana yeast esters. How about you guys?
This sounds like wrestling beer.
Heineken, you've outdone yourself this time.
Oh, I can't wait to see what they do in another 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
What beer they bring out then?
Triple dry hop it.
There has been a thing. Tiny Rebel had to remove all their cans.
Oh yeah, they had.
You probably know about this, Jake.
Tiny Rebel,
I don't know.
They're in UK.
Yeah, Tiny Rebel were the Welsh BrewDog.
Basically,
sort of similar sort of ethos and that sort of thing. But
yeah,
I thought you were going to say they're relevant 5 years ago and now they're shit. But I see what you're saying.
They're probably less relevant.
Oh,
excuse me, 5 years ago, but now they seem to have come more from cask to kind of key keg cans.
With The nice sticker labels, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah, yeah. They've gone to more from cask, that kind of
But they
style of beer.
recalled a load of their stock across different beers.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one beer. It was like loads of beers. Which is
Was it all same
worrying.
packaging? Was it all cans, bottles? Was it?
It's just cans, I believe.
Just cans, yeah.
What if they had an issue with the cans?
Yeah, which is, you know, it's a bit unfortunate, but they'll sort it out. So, but that's probably been one of the main kind of news stories in the UK in the last week or so.
Cloudwater did the same thing with the lager, right?
Cloudwater had to drain pour a load of beers.
Yeah, they didn't release that, so they killed it before it got out.
Great. These are although it's bad for them individual breweries, customers really appreciate that honesty. Kind of like put it out there. So in the long run, it could work for their gain really. So
I saw some people saying it was a marketing ploy. It's like, I don't think you ditch 12 hectolitres of beer.
Don't do it.
Market employ.
No, it's just. I think it's great that breweries can come out and be honest and not remarket a beer that's gone wrong into another style if it tastes like another style.
Yeah.
Just be honest, you know.
Yeah. Like if it got
at the end of the day,
sour, they didn't release it as a sour. They just got rid of it.
Yeah, you just don't do it. Just be honest.
Well, that's good to see out of the UK because there are some American breweries that are notorious for doing such things.
Yeah, well, I've heard about that. That's why I'm kind of saying it. There's been a few breweries that you pull that label off and it's like, hell, what's that?
Well,
and I've seen that on a few reviews in the States, and it's like, wow, you got to be honest, because if you start doing that shit, then you're not going nowhere, you know.
I remember it had to be 2000, maybe 3 years ago, like 2014. The brewery out of California and Three Floyds Brewing Company out of Indiana, they did a collab. I forgot the name of it, but they had an issue, and they actually told people, they're like, well, it might be infected, so we want you to keep it at 38 to 42 degrees Fahrenheit, and you have to drink it by such and such a date. But because of the potential issue, whatever, we're going to charge, I think it was like $15-20 instead of 30. And I was like, how about you just don't fucking sell it and see if it's actually infected or not? Why? Oh, well, so someone's going to pay 10 less bucks to see if they get an infected beer. And it just blew my mind. I'm like, I get it. It's probably expensive. You did the collab. Everyone's excited. But if you're not confident the beer's 100% okay, don't fucking put it in bottles, and certainly don't put it up for sale. Wait to see how it turns out through your quality control. And it's sad to see breweries do stuff like that. I lose a little bit of respect for them because it's like you're kind of fucking over your consumer base a little bit. I mean, it's their right not to buy it, but you shouldn't even allow them to buy it if you're not 100% behind the product.
Yeah, or do something like ridiculous, like sell it for $1 or something. Just say, we've bottled it. You can take it for $1 if you want it.
Yeah, or say you can get full refunds if you buy it, but then you have to go through even more hassle. And it's just if you're not positive on a beer, things can go wrong. Everyone understands it, but don't fuck over your consumers.
No,
you just got to be honest. That's the end of the day. That's what people want. You know, as soon as people see you're honest, then in the long run, you're going to gain more credibility and sell more than what you've lost. So
I'm sure they lost some. I mean, big breweries like the brewery and Three Floyds, and I mean big from a standpoint is they've been super popular for a long time in the States. They probably didn't lose many customers, and if they did, they probably regained them, in short order. But it's just one of those things where it's like, even the big companies, or like when Goose Island's line of Bourbon County 2 years ago was infected, they refunded anyone who wanted it. They even sent out T-shirts and stuff. And people want to shit on AB InBev and big companies, but that's the type of customer service you get. With bigger companies, they're willing to say, "Hey, we fucked up. We'll make it right." A lot of these small places, they should be doing the same thing. but they'll stand behind the whole, we're small and we can't do that. Well, then don't release the beer, or make sure you know what's going on before it gets out there. Otherwise, make it right. You're a small brewery. You want to make sure your consumers are buying a product that is quality and that they can get behind. And you're going to turn off a lot of people. If people get infected beers from this little small brewery, it's going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Luckily, you don't see it too often.
No, I mean, it's just funny how different brewing times, bullshitting people. You might get away with it. It's kind of it's a little bit more of a risk, I think. It's kind of risk management. Personally, I don't think it's worth the risk. I'd rather just be upfront, honest. If I had a brewery, one, but I'm like, Matt, this is what it is. Something's gone wrong. No, we're withdrawing it. Bit like cloud water, pour it down the drain. But then it's almost like something's gone wrong, but they've turned it into a marketing thing because they've taken a photo, they put it on Instagram or whatever on social media, and people look at that and get more respect, possibly more sales through it. So,
yeah, social media is a great way to build up hype.
Yeah,
and you see a lot. The one thing I have an issue with nowadays is you guys are talking about what was the name of the Welsh brewery that's BrewDog like?
Tiny Rebel.
Tiny Rebel, right? Talking about like a lot of companies in the States that I know it's starting to be kind of the norm over there too. A lot of companies are going to just the plain cans with the wraparound stickers, and
plain
I get that. Yeah, that's the cool thing in right now. Like minimalistic, like don't do too crazy. Get your can out there, wrap it with a sticker, or put a sticker on it, do the wraparound label, whatever. Quick, you can make it. But just because you do that doesn't make the beer good. People have seen the Trilliums and Tree Houses and all these big places. Well, here's the thing: they make good beer, like really fucking good beer.
Exactly. So they're jumping on the bandwagon of what them two breweries are doing.
Yep, and what they're doing. And I'm not even saying they started, but I'm saying it's becoming the norm now. It's you see all these breweries, local breweries, especially in the States, that are doing them, and all of a sudden those those 4-packs that used to be $10-12, now they're starting to charge 16, 18, 20 because that's the quote market value. Well, what is in your cans? Is it something that's going to be up to that level of quality, and is it going to taste that good, or are you just the marketing of the packaging is now dictates the price of the beer? It's getting kind of weird.
Look, kind of an excuse. Let's just do this, and then we can charge more.
Yeah, you see it a lot. It's it's kind of. I mean, even I'll give you an example. We got McKellar now in they have the San Diego brewery. They took over the old, I think it was Alesmith brewery. And now they're sending out sticker cans all across the States. I bought 4 of them last week. They had they called it a fucking New England style IPA called Windy Hill. I had a raspberry Berliner Weiss with coffee. Had what they called a triple bock, but a Imperial Doppelbock. That sounds so stupid. With raspberries. And then they also had a regular IPA. And they were charging again. San Diego McKellar no longer has to import now. They're not gypsy brewing everywhere. They're fucking not in Denmark. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, these should be relatively priced, $4.50, $5 a can. I'm like, look, you have an American brewery now. Like, what? Oh, not well, because we put our fucking beer in this can, put a sticker on it, and we brewed a New England style IPA and this kettle soured Berliner Weiss and this Imperial Doppelbock with raspberries. Now everything's gonna be $5. I'm like, that used to be cool when you had to import your stuff and you had it in bottles, like the Beer Geek series and all that stuff. Yeah, you could charge $6-7, but now it's like it's almost the same price. Yet now you're here domestically. Like, what has happened? Like, it's crazy. I just don't get that part of it. It's just like they're on the bandwagon of people charging that. So it's like, oh yeah, 4-packs $20. That's cool. That's the going rate. No, it's not the going rate. It's the going rate for breweries who make awesome beers. McKellar, he makes some awesome beers. He makes some really shitty beers. So,
it's not every brewery though. I mean, I mean, Mackellar are more. I think their darker beers are better than their hoppy beers. What I've tried.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But that's
with
just. I've not had a lot of their beers, so that might be a little bit out of line. But
well, have you guys got any of the cans over there? Well, I guess it's San Diego, so I don't know. You probably just get whatever is brewed non-San Diego. I don't. If he still gypsy brews everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we get some of
the San Diego cans coming over here though, which is funny. And I mean, at some of the beer festivals, there's like the one in Beavertown. I think there's a Mackellar stand and there's a Mackellar San Diego stand. I think it's like almost like two operating as like two different things.
Yeah, it's like you're the same company, but you're not. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, because I've seen like Peter Master of Hoppets has like reviewed like some of the San Diego stuff, and I mean, like he lives in Denmark or wherever, which is crazy.
And he gets a lot of great beers, and they have the fucking huge fest every year where all the crazy breweries come.
Yeah.
It's
it's not far away from him, is it? So it's like
they have that awesome bottle shop and I think bar there too. It's like he lives in like a beer mecca. It's crazy.
I mean, they get better beers than us. They get all our beers and they get all the new releases over there, and it's near to Scandinavia, so they get the pull of that, and
I think
but it doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what beers you get. Was having this conversation earlier. You can't keep chasing all these beers.
Oh, it's impossible.
As much as you'd like to.
Be happy
you just
with
can't
what
do
you
it.
got.
Exactly. Be happy with what you got, and just there's always going to be good beer.
It's well, that's like I've said this in a bunch of people's hangouts, mostly rods, because people like to bring up the thing about too much selection nowadays, and it's like we are in the prime for fucking craft beer. If you can't make a decision between like 10 new beers that came out, then that's on you. Make better decisions, make easier decisions, learn how to make a decision, because the sad reality is. And by sad, I mean awesome fucking reality is there's a lot of breweries out there, and a lot of them are making good beer, and a lot of them are getting distribution, and they're showing up, and we're reaping the benefits. But like anything else, where there's too much of a good thing, people like to fucking start complaining about stuff that doesn't even need to be complained about.
There's too much. Yeah, there's too much good beer. How can you complain about too much good beer?
I went to the store, and all these awesome beers showed up, and if I wanted to buy them, oh my God, I had to spend $120. Yeah, that's how that works. So pick like 2 or 3 of them and enjoy them, and then
don't buy them. Don't buy them all. You got to pay your bills.
So you go back 4 years, and it's like you'd be moaning there's not enough selection. So shut the fuck up.
And the same people 3-4 years ago were the ones complaining about, well, it sucks we can't get this here. Oh, it sucks we can't get this here. And then it's here, and they're like, nah, but I want this instead. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, shut up then.
It's like
we'll take them all away then. Oh,
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're never going to please everyone all the time. It's just one of them things in life. It doesn't have to be beer. It's just other things, and it's just be grateful,
Well, also have your priorities straight. It's beer. There's no reason to be jealous over what someone else is drinking or to be upset about it.
Doesn't matter. I'm more pleased for someone else having a massively rare beer or whatever new release. I'm like,
well, you and Jake went to
especially if I know
the Trillium thing over there. I fucking hated both of you immensely. No, I'm just kidding. I was cool. It was cool that you guys did your time. Like, that is sweet. I mean, Trillium does not, distribute that all over here, but it's cool that they're trying to get, into the UK market, show people what they're capable of, their beers, and you guys get to try them. I mean, fucking Rob just went to Bissell Brothers Tap Takeover. Guess what? There's no Bissell Brothers Tap Takeover in fucking Western New York over here, but I'm not upset about it because whatever. There's awesome beer everywhere, and it's cool to see them again go overseas, and again, you guys get the local.
I mean, especially if I know. Exactly. I mean, especially if I see someone drinking some awesome beer, it's like I'm not upset about that. I'm happy for them, Mm-hmm. But the amount of people out there are like really kind of bitter about it, and
as long as you're not flaunting it. Well, there's some people that do drink amazing beers, and they do flaunt it, or they do like shove it in your face. In some ways, whether it's social media or just oh that's cool, you had this. Well, I had this, and it's like it's not a competition. It's not a competition. That's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, I'm not on that. I'm not at that level. I don't do it for competition. I'm just trying to share it with people rather than rub their nose up about it.
Yeah,
and that's the difference. I think sometimes some people do because they want to just document it for themselves and all that sort of thing, which is great. And especially if I know them, it's even better. But then there's other people that want to let's take a photograph of a wall of fucking beer that's like 20, 30 cans and bang. You just kind of, when you get to that kind of levels, not always, but sometimes it's like have that kind of thing, you know. I mean, I don't know. Perhaps I'm wrong. I just
there's no right or wrong way to enjoy your beer. It doesn't matter if you're a beer tuber or you have Untapped or you post reviews on Beer Advocate or you just sit at home and drink beer. There's no right or wrong way to enjoy it. Everyone's like, people get like the word ticker is used quite frequently. You're ticking beer off. So a lot of people get angry at people that buy beer just to like tick it off their list or whatever. I'm like, who cares if they want to do that? Go do it.
Yeah, but if that's what you're into, great.
Yeah. If you want to drink as many different beers, if you want to drink as many different beers, do it. Like no one's concerned but theirs. Now, if you're doing it to like shove it in other people's face or to tell other people how many beers you drink, like there are right and wrong ways to do certain things. Just don't be an asshole. It pretty much comes down to it. There's no reason to gloat or shut your mouth.
Yeah, but all that kind of ticking thing is not restricted to beer. It's stamps.
No,
it's
any collectibles. Yeah,
it's another hobby that I have been into probably for more than 20 years. Not so much in the last 2 years. But I used to go I'm really into heavily, not so much now, but I still got a keen interest because of life. It's changed a little bit. Into ornithology and stuff, bird watching and stuff. So here you've got like the top clusters of rare species of birds, domestic. It's the same kind of thing. Pigeons. Thank you for that. I'd love to be one. But anyway.
Oh.
Feral pigeons aside, it's the same kind of thing,
Yeah,
you're just ticking off a list. It's just weird. I never thought it'd be in beer, but in the last few years, I've kind of slowly realised that there is that kind of there's a lot of parallels between two completely different hobbies.
Well, you see the people that just literally they seem to buy every new release, and purely because they've set a precedent and they've just gone with it rather than just like actually enjoying it. But like you say, if that's what they want to do, then good luck to them. Let them do it.
No, it's fine. If that's what you want to, it's not a jealousy thing with me. I don't care.
Except when we're drinking Trillium because they're really rubbing their noses.
I fucking hate both of you with all my being. No, it's one of those things too where like I think, again, I could be wrong and I probably am because I usually am, but it's one of those things where I think almost every, specifically beer tuber, but also people who have Untapped or whatever, there's a little bit of a little bit of a ticker in all of us. Not to that degree, but like you could just say, hey, for you guys, okay, I really like Cloudwater. I really like Magic Rock. I like but they released this new beer. Man, I really want to try it. Now, you're not technically ticking it, but you kind of are ticking it because you want to try it to try it. So but you don't have a list, or you're not like, oh, I'm going to go on Untapped and I've drank 75 of the 75 in the series, so I got to get the 76 one type of ticker. But you're still, I want certain beers. I've heard a lot of hype about X beer. It shows up in my area. I got to have it because I've wanted to try it for 2 years or whatever. I'm going to go get it. That's still ticking to some level.
Yeah.
It's just some people let, like a lot of hobbies, they let it consume them, and it gets to the point where like Jake was saying, it's not even about the actual beer in that bottle or can. It's about just drinking and being able to say I drank it, regardless of what it is. That's where I think it kind of goes, a little bit askew. It's like there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it does consume a lot of people where it's not healthy to just always want to buy and drink everything just because you want to say you drank it. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think in one of our Trillium reviews, I literally said we're ticking it off the list in one of our reviews. So it's just like, it's a personal thing. I've wanted to try Trillium for years. Ticked it off the list now.
Yep, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, that's
you're gone.
Yeah.
To me, it's not. To me, it's not so much ticking off the list. I just actually want to try them. I don't, whether you tick it off the list or not. It's just
ticking it off your mental list. Well, you're ticking it off this hypothetical list in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like to.
Yeah, I mean, when I have a Bourbon County
what it's all about, what's
a lot of people
about, and all that.
It's like KBS. Like we'll just go to KBS because it's
off the list. Done.
Now it's off the list for you. You guys over there gets off the list. Yeah, again, it's a lot.
Overhyped?
KBS.
Oh, KBS. Yeah. All right.
Here's the thing about KBS: there's no more hype for it because everyone can drink it now.
How you doing, Eric?
Like literally everyone.
Good. How you doing, Craig?
Hello, Eric.
Cool.
Hey, Joe.
Coconut? Oh, it's E40. Damn it.
Monday for Eric.
Yeah, did you do it already?
Yeah, it's already uploaded, man.
How was it? I want spoilers.
Not bad.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? It's tolerable.
Yes, it's tolerable.
It's not the worst malt liquor he's ever had.
No, it's not the worst one.
So, Eric, introduce yourself and plug your channel and all that.
All right, man. Hey, guys, this is Eric, a Lions fan. I'm from just about 120 miles west of Detroit, Michigan. I do a beer channel. I do Michigan State football, Detroit Lions football, Detroit Tigers baseball, all that sort of stuff. I do, like I said, I do beer channel, all that sort of stuff. So, guys, come on and check me out.
Yep, so cool.
He also has malt liquor Mondays.
Exactly. All my viewers
not every month.
Oh, damn it. Well, he's not consistent, but he still tries.
so hold it there, Eric. Hold it.
What?
Right. So my channel is predominantly kind of like probably British viewers. So yeah, it's this time of night. It's like 1:30 in the morning UK time. As you're watching, it's not when you're watching, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna get a lot more kind of American beer reviews on. So it's all cool.
I think that's his way of apologizing for the influx of American beer tubers.
No, I'm very happy about it.
You sarcastic cunt. No, my take is that you love us.
I'm very happy.
You said
I'm very. No, but I'm just.
Are you very happy because of the beer or other reasons?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
I think we all got our answer on that one.
Yeah.
No, it's totally, go with it. I don't care.
I'm drinking this at the moment.
What is it?
I think.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Did they send you some?
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
I liked it.
Diacetyl through the yin yang. It tastes like butter.
Oh, really?
It's like a.
Oh, really?
For me, it does. Yeah. Maybe I got a bad bottle, but it's just the butter.
You guys might have to fight.
Yeah.
That's how that works, right? If you disagree on something in the beer tubing community, you hand-to-hand combat. Oh yeah. Next time you go and check out a Trillium, tap takeover, you might have to duel to see who gets the actual drink the Trillium at some point.
Maybe my palate's just very easy eats beer, very easily.
Maybe you just like everything.
Yeah,
you just like everything. Everything's an 8 out of 10.
I always like beer, and this one is liquid.
That was probably my least favourite of what I tried.
It's the first one I've had from the ones that they sent me, but I'm not going to review them. But I'm going to do like a video about them, if you know what I mean, about the actual whole thing. Because I think it's a good.
Yeah,
I think it's a good thing what they're doing. It's like getting young people into the industry and stuff. But that beer is not very good.
Can you believe that I actually got slagged off about that? You saw that? You saw the thing on Twitter. It's like
slagged off from who?
Not slagged off, but it's like it's Green King and it's not craft. And it's like
I never said it was.
Yeah, but then it's like, do you actually know the story behind it and why I'm kind of promoting it?
Yeah.
They obviously didn't watch the review. They just saw the thing, Green King.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, just watch it and then see what you think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't like Green King's beers. I think they're a bit of a shitty brewery, but that's a really good thing that they're doing, giving youngsters apprenticeships and stuff.
Exactly. And it's like a side project. It's like, but
it's completely non-cynical. There's no way they're denting the craft market with what they're doing there. They're just literally giving young people a leg up.
No, not at all. I mean, they're very, you know, but them beers are better than one or two of the Green King beers. That's just my opinion.
Better than Green King. Well, Green King IPA. This IPA is better than Green King IPA, but
but it's just like it's amazing how people jump to conclusions. They just slag it off straight away, and it's like, well, this is actually a really good cause. It's getting young people into craft beer and brewing and stuff. It's like, and they're slagging it off straight away as soon as they see Green King. On the first tweet I posted, and it's like,
there's no mention of Green King on that bottle though.
Just where it's brewed.
Yeah, I don't think it even says Green King. It just says Bury St Edmunds.
No, don't. Yeah, so we all know where that is brewed. Then.
Yeah.
But yeah, you all right, Rod?
I got the news on.
It looks like he's laughing at nothing.
Yeah, they got breaking news on Trump, and I'm just cracking up. It's been a hell of a.
What's he done now?
They said Trump. They said Trump dictated the son's misleading statement on meeting with Russian lawyer. So basically, he was behind his son giving the wrong statement. This whole administration falling apart. I'm cracking up. I told people back in November, you're not going to have enough popcorn for all this shit that was going to happen. You just don't have enough popcorn in the world to do it.
Popcorn.
This is crazy.
Trump IPA. They should make one of them.
That was a good segue.
Your show, though, Craig.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
It won't last very long, though.
It wouldn't last long.
Limited release.
Limited release. Yeah, 6 months only, or 8 months only. 8 months. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, that's too long.
Yeah.
Based on the topic at hand, Craig, you now have -3 viewers.
Oh, good. That's the main thing. That's why I started.
Do you American fellas know that Trump is a slang word for fart in the UK?
I do now.
Yeah,
I do now.
See, it gets better. It's just I can't.
If there's like children present, you say like you've trumped rather than you've farted. Like who's trumped? If there's a slang, God, who's trumped?
Yeah, you learn something new every day. This is at the top of the list in a long time.
It scared me. He really got Trump today, then.
Yeah, he got Trump big time.
Yeah, he
got trumped.
He gave up all his businesses. His wife's divorcing him for working for Trump, and then he gets fired. That's a hell of a week.
There used to be a kids program in the UK called Trip to Trumpton, which is quite amusing.
That seems illegal.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's a bit like when Will Smith was a rapper and he released Big Willie Style. In the UK, Willie is a slang term for your dick,
Oh,
So
it
he
is
came
here
to
too.
the UK
It is
promotion,
it is
was
in the
I
like,
was gonna say, don't go there.
I'll also say there are style points for A, mentioning Will Smith, and B, mentioning Big Willie style. Okay, that's something that I would have never thought would ever happen in this hangout.
Trifecta would have been getting jiggy with it, but you didn't
Well, I
get
know
jiggy
that. I know.
Maybe
Well, I know the film Free Willy, but apart from that,
maybe parents just don't understand, or some summertime, and then that's complete.
Well, it's funny because of some of my reviews, I used to say at the end, I'm going to go ahead and finish knocking this out. And Terry from Terry's Beer Reviews would keep laughing because he's like, over here it means something totally different.
what else? Alleviating some tension in the groin area.
No.
But I told him in the U.S. it can mean that as well.
well, I've just checked. I've just checked the mammoth amount of comments, and there's none. So
I told you, at one point you had -3 viewers. I don't know how they can view it.
I know
You need 3 people just to
Because
exist.
the Americans are on, Craig. That's why.
It said -3.
It's fantastic.
-3 viewers for real?
No.
yeah,
Oh, I
I'm
was
quite
getting-
happy.
That's pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome.
That's my best viewership yet.
This is your first time going live. It takes a bit of time.
Exactly.
Really? This is your first time going live?
Yeah.
Well, you also have to put it in context of.
I don't muck
My
about.
first live hangouts, I didn't have anybody watching out there. See, I got 0 watchers to see.
What's the difference nowadays, Rod?
We get some numbers now.
Oh, see, I had to be sarcastic.
I don't look at it. I don't do it for that, obviously.
I don't know if it was before or after the friction that caused it, but we get some numbers now.
Yeah, you do get quite a few people on there.
I'll say after, Rod.
People going to watch the train wreck.
But the problem is most of the people that comment are the ones that end up hopping in. So it's like everyone in the comment section hops in, and then it's like 9 people in the hangout. And it's like, where are all the comments? Well, everyone's in the fucking chat. Like there's no one in the comment section. We're all in the hangout, so we're just talking instead of typing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what's the show for views right now? There's so many people are watching it right now.
A single person, and I have the comments up, so I don't know if it doesn't count.
It says 1, right? But I have it on my screen. You have it on your screen.
Right. So
I don't think it counts people in the room. I think it only counts people outside the room.
No, I'm on there. So right.
So I think it's counts people outside. Like so, Brandon might be watching it right now. He might be the one.
He totally could be.
Like Neo, he's the one.
Like Neo, is that what he said?
The Matrix.
Yeah.
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
Well, I think the one issue too, Craig, is the fact that it's going to be what?
You mean to say who is the one watching, not Al?
2? Is it going to be 2 in the morning? I always forget. It's going to be 2 in the morning, right? It's like 1:45.
Fucking pissed, don't worry.
Message retracted.
It's 1:45 in the UK right now, right? 1:45?
Yeah.
1:45?
Yeah.
On a Monday night? I'd imagine. Just saying. Probably like 80% of people are in bed.
In the morning. Jake.
What?
Are you going to be good in the morning?
Oh, I'm sure. Well, the thing is, like, my daughter could wake up at any point now for a bottle, and I have had no sleep.
Have you got a spare?
Spare what, daughter?
Yeah, that seems.
No. Yeah.
You meant spare bottle, I think, but I'm not sure. Craig's pissed, as he would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Craig?
Yeah. Well, not pissed. I'm just I've had a beer.
This shirt says piss head, so
this is really good.
For
sure.
Leave that up there. Leave that up. Craig, could you put that back up?
It's the Rodenbach Grand Cru.
Nice.
Do you guys see the caricature rouge over there? It's like a 750. It's a sour they brew with cranberries, raspberries, and something else.
Boysenberry?
You ever see? It's from is it Loganberry? It's from Rodenbach, and it's the best sour I've ever had personally. We get it over here, but it's like $33 a bottle. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that.
What's $33 a bottle, Joe?
Rodenbach's, I think it's called Caricature Rouge. It's a wild ale that is brewed with like 3 or 4 different berries. I think it's cranberries, raspberries, and like black raspberries or maybe cherries. I don't know, something like that. I've had it once. I actually bought it in Cleveland, Ohio, on the way back from a trip, and it was only $18 there. And by me, it's 30, like $33.99. I was like, holy shit! Is this? They only had one. And I think they fucking marketed it wrong, because I'm like, there's no way this beer is $15 cheaper if one stayed away. And I had it, and I was like, I wish they had more, because I would have bought them all. They were fantastic. And then we get them here, but I'm not paying $35, $33.99 for a
I can't
$7.50.
even get them here.
That's amazing. That's an amazing price.
It was hands down the best sour I've ever had, though. Like, it was, I don't even know what's happened. It was just great.
Yeah, I've got 2 beers on the go at the moment. I've got what I just showed you, and I've got this from Cloudwater.
And was that Mandarin Bavarian hops? The new German hops?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a 4.6 wheat ale. There's a load more gumph.
Give a nice chat in the comment section there, Craig. Who is the one watching? Me. You're talking. I like it.
Yeah.
My favorite one is the bit that says "message retracted."
Yeah.
Because I can't spell sometimes.
Is it possibly when you're drunk you can't spell? Is that?
No, it's just
you just wish you were a pigeon. That's all.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
Who doesn't want to be a pigeon?
I press the wrong buttons. So
you scavenge for food and you shit on everyone. I mean, what's not to like?
That vlog was possibly one of the funniest things I've seen in a while.
Which vlog?
That was great.
Your vlog, Craig. It was hilarious.
Your pissed vlog where you didn't do anything but wander around like a drunk man. Fantastic.
But I walked around. That bloke nearly walked into me as well. It's like,
oh yeah.
What's all that about?
I've had the pleasure of seeing you vlogging and just being yourself, and I love it.
It's just I just being normal. It's just that's
what I mean. It's actually you caught on camera. There's no pretense. There's no acting involved. It is just you, and I love
it's
that.
Just stupid. Just being stupid.
Are you calling yourself stupid?
Yeah. What's wrong with that? That's fine.
No reason.
No, but just mucking around, just being stupid, mucking around. Not literally stupid, but yeah, just having a laugh.
Yeah. I'm sure when you release that Trillium vlog, I'm sure there'll be some of that in there.
I've never had a Trillium beer yet.
Not really.
A lot of people haven't had a Trillium. 90% of America, at least.
We're just very lucky that day. Thanks to I wouldn't have had any thanks to Jake over there. So blame Jake.
Jake knew the body.
Nothing to do with me.
Jake knew a guy.
Yeah, I knew the internet. I just got on the internet.
Can't just pass the blame on to you, mate. It's fine.
Yeah. That was good. Have to look out for more of those.
No, yeah, whatever. It's just
maybe not
I want to try other beers that I've not had before, so it doesn't have to be Trillium or whatever. Just even beers from the UK, just like well, there's loads of beers that I've not had from even supermarkets I've never had before. So it's like I need to try some of them for a change. There's a lot of general lagers I've never had before. The kind of mainstream lagers that I've never actually tried before. I used to be a proper lager drinker and stuff like that, so I like to try them.
It's funny, in the last couple of months, I've been really craving just like good Pilsner. Like
I saw that on that tweet that Rob sent. That story thing.
That he started that whole sort of thread, didn't he, about sort of Pilsner and that sort of thing. But and I actually went and for a local bar to me. I live in a place called Ipswich, and they have on the bar their IP1, which is a postcode here, their own Pilsner. And I thought, I'll try that. I'll give that a go. Absolutely lovely, absolutely cracking. I put it on Untapped, and the brewery that brews it is the brewery that brews like Delirium and like all those like Belgian beers. But they brew a beer for a small bar in Ipswich, in England.
That's amazing.
And I was like, no wonder it's like cracking, because it's like they brew Delirium and they brew all the florists, like fruit beers and all that sort of thing. The brewery, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Huig or Hug or something like that. And they brew that Pilsner, and it was cracking. And it's like just down the road.
You say Ipswich, and I think ice cream sandwich. I don't know why, but I thought of ice cream sandwich when you said Ipswich.
Yeah.
There was actually a place called Sandwich in Kent,
Yeah.
where I used to live and where Craig lives, and that's where the sandwich was invented. I don't think that's true.
And just down the road, there's a place called Ham.
Ham
sandwich. And that's true. It's true.
Okay. A ham sandwich.
Oh no! Who let this guy in?
Okay. Right. So from now on, this is nothing to do with me. So
Joe, did you let this guy in?
Disclaimer.
Help.
Disclaimer.
With the back door open.
Help.
No.
Help. Hello. No, I did not let him in. He snuck in by himself. I believe Craig was the one that actually did.
No, I'm fine. So yeah, that's all cool.
Yeah, you were fine.
All these fucking Americans in.
Yeah,
We're outnumbered, Craig. We're outnumbered.
this is not.
No, I'm fine. We're all humans.
I like
not...
British comedy and drinking dirt. I'm kind of English. It's okay.
He does like drinking dirt.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen seen him consume it.
I know British comedy is up to par. So.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
It's nothing but Blackadder and bottom quotes from now on.
How you doing, Paul? You alright?
Oh, I'm good. Just got home from work.
Cool.
Crack
what are
open
you just naked now?
I finished up that double IPA, that Brooklyn Blast. I finished up the case of that.
The nice aged one. The nice 2-year-old American style barley wine.
Yeah, basically $20 a case. Hell yeah. And then I got a Shorts beer, their Space Rock Pale Ale, and then I have Flying Dogs, the Truth's Imperial IPA to drink tonight.
Flying Dog is
Space Rock.
good beer.
I haven't been able to find that. I want to find that one.
I just saw it when I was up in Michigan.
Up in Michigan.
Mm-hmm. I think I was at a Kroger's or something. I saw it.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Kroger's has that Flying Dog.
Yeah, our Kroger's out here has been carrying more of the craft stuff. And not the macro craft, but the real craft.
The macro craft.
Yeah, it's got to be a seal of approval.
Brewers Association label on it.
Yeah,
Paul, you might want to take that Shorts beer and pour it right down the drain.
Yeah, probably. I've heard everything by them kind of sucks.
No, it's because they're not
on those guys either.
Well, now they're owned. They a couple days ago they got bought out 20% by Heineken.
Oh,
Heineken.
That's okay. I'm sure this was bottled. I'm sure before then, so it's okay. That's still macro. That's still micro.
Yeah.
And then
the funny thing is about Shorts is they were the whole like we're never going to distribute outside the state, Michigan only, and then they guess what? Before this, they distributed outside the state, and now they got 20% bought out by Heineken. It's like you guys are a bunch of assholes. So long you bunch of assholes.
Who's got bought out 20% by Heineken? I didn't realize that.
Shorts did. Actually, let me correct myself. Hang on. 19.99%. All right, not 20, but close.
Not 20.
It hit the 25 level, so there's still...
That's what I was about to say, because they're still technically a craft brewery if they don't hit that 25%.
Yeah. The Brewers Association's like, we'll just throw an arbitrary number out there, guys. 25% it works.
Yeah. You left some breathing room in there.
Hopefully they have enough money where they put the ABV on the bottle somewhere this time.
Yeah, they don't put much on their bottle, do they? They're like, this is whatever. Have
That's
fucking
why I
fun
don't
with
drink
it.
them, Joe.
Hop with some tasty little nuggets of alien technology.
I've had their soft parade. I thought their soft parade was all right.
I wanted to try they have a key lime pie beer that everyone usually goes nuts over. I never got to try that.
Actually, the newest key lime pie beer that I hear people really like is from Tallgrass.
Yeah.
I can get that. I can actually get it right up the road here. Still, there's a bunch.
I'm glad to get up the road.
I told these guys earlier for the Americans that came in later. I was talking to Craig and Jake earlier. The first pumpkin beer is now out. Although I don't usually drink Blue Moon, but they released their first pumpkin out this week.
Oh wow!
Greg or Jake, can you guys get New Holland beers in England?
No.
No.
I don't know where Jake's gone. No. Not that I know of.
Bottled.
So you can't get Dragon's Milk then.
Dragon Milk.
No, definitely not. No.
Don't worry. If I go up to Michigan again, I'll grab you one. It's only $1 up there, so I'll grab you one or two.
They pay you to drink it.
Yeah, that's how cheap it is up there. This was bottled 3/11/16. This is going to be fantastic.
Oh, baby, that's just an AIDS pale ale, baby.
Everything
$1 is that a lockout or something?
I don't know. I just when I go up to Michigan, Dragon's Milk here is like $21 a bottle, and when I go down there, it's like on sale $6.99 and take a free one if you feel like it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Do they still sell it in 22-ounce bottles?
Crazy.
$6.50?
Yeah.
Well, look at I enjoy this fucking reserve fucking spice cake bourbon barrel aged. You motherfucker!
Hey, Joe, look, buddy, right here.
Yeah, yo, how's that? Didn't they come up with the coconut one last year? I think it was like rum coconut or something like that.
Yeah, I drank for that, by the way, Joe.
Yeah, the rum.
Well, I mean, you don't like coconut.
You gotta get that rum flavor coconut rum.
Oh, baby, it tastes like Malibu, but in a stout form.
I've just been drinking this, Paul.
Nope.
I've just finished this.
Is that the Grand Cru?
Is that the Grand Cru?
Yeah.
You just finished it?
Yeah, it's bloody sour. Really is on the upper end of sour.
The Flanders Red, right?
Yeah.
That's
a good one, though.
I've aged it since about October, but I think it's like a year or two before that. A year-old bottle.
Americans, rise up. We now have Todd here. It's officially a takeover.
That's all right.
Hey,
it's
what's
okay.
going on, guys?
Hey,
we're taking your channel, Greg.
Yeah.
For your live stream.
Yeah. Just whatever.
Flow with the go.
You asshole, Eric.
Thursday night.
What is the most readily available American craft beer that is in the UK that you guys see on like all your local bottle shops? Is it like Sam Adams? Is it Sierra Nevada? Is it Stone?
Sierra Nevada Pale.
Yeah. And Nuna
yeah.
Pilsner.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Sam Adams, Boston Lager is everywhere. That kind
you guys
of thing.
get New Belgium at all?
No.
Thank God.
None. Not even in bottle shops.
You should be high-fiving anybody on site right now.
You can get them if you order online from like Scandinavia or something like that. They get one or two. But yeah, generally no, not at all. Lagunitas IPA.
Lagunitas
everywhere.
Yeah.
You can get a few beers from 6 Point, Resin,
really,
Crisp.
Yeah, they're in like our largest chain of pubs in Britain. Like 6 Point have beers there everywhere in the UK.
Yeah, Wetherspoons, yeah.
You get
Crisp issues too sometimes.
But
Crisp
you're gonna get
resin,
like,
I'd imagine. What is it?
Crisp resin.
Just Bengali crisp.
We got 3
resin.
bean, 4 bean, 5 bean.
Maybe 5 beans, all kinds of beans.
5 beans.
Don't get 5 beans at all. No, you get it in Central Europe. 5 beans. Okay, online anyway.
That's the standard Central Europe, dinner. 5 beans. That's all you get.
But then we get we get other things like Rocket Stave and stuff like that.
What the? Wait, what the? Crooked Stave just randomly?
Yeah, and like Jester King, randomly Jester King will pop up and stuff.
Belching Beaver, we get quite a few of those.
That's fucking weird, but awesome.
So Crooked Stave,
they get shit I don't. I'll tell you that.
Are they pretty good at his Crooked Stave?
I mean, what did you pay for it? This is you, Rod, where you get fucking deals up the yazoo. So I mean, if you're paying like $4, $5 for one of their bottles, sure. If you're paying like the normal,
no, you get $4. Yeah, for a case. Yeah.
No, for what? For one, for one bottle.
Like I don't think I've seen anything under $7 for a Crooked Stave product here. $7. It's expensive.
We get like Belching Beaver. They got that new vanilla IPA thing, whatever it is. You get that here.
You get AleSmith, all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All the
we get quite a few. We get quite a few pizza port beers in cans. I saw the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, they're always ridiculous. Yeah, they're always ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, they were all the time. Yeah.
They had their golden sour here for a while. It was like $38 a bottle. I'm like, no,
that's mad. They never used to be like that. Yeah. They used to have quite a good relationship with one of like our big bottle shops over here, and they used to be like you could get them for like $5, which is not bad for like an American import. But now they're gone up to like 12 to £16. It's madness in like a couple of years.
I checked out some of the dates of some of the beers I saw the other day, and I'm like,
but they're close.
Like 6 months. Well, there was 6 months on an IPA and
super fresh. That's Pennsylvania fresh, as Paul would say.
Yeah. If it's good enough for Paul, it's good enough for us.
If you're paying import on top of that, it's like it's not going to happen. You know?
No. Oh, we get the same thing with a lot of the UK beers here, so I feel
I'm
feel your pain.
Yeah. Fuck you, Thornbridge.
Yeah, Jaipur shows up. I'm like, wow, this sounds amazing, and it's like I look out, it's like 7 months old. I'm like, this is not amazing anymore.
Of course, I'm suckling. Yeah, but I'm sucking like
what size bottles you? What? If you're getting a 500ml bottle, then you know it's an old bottle.
Yeah, well,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, and also they changed the recipe as well, so it's not the same. It's not old Jaipur.
Well, I mean, they've got a different bottling line now. They don't do 500ml bottles because they've got a new bottling line. It only does 330ml bottles.
Oh, actually, next time I go to the bottle shop, I will check because I'm curious. You know, if you say that, because if I see the 500ml, I'm just going to take them and fucking throw them against the floor and see what happens.
Give them to me.
Oops. Yeah, well, I seem to drop all of them. Sorry.
Oops.
The thing, it's probably the better batch of actually tasty beer. But
yeah, I like the Keepling was really great, but you're buying very expensive high price shit.
And they've stopped making that beer now as well.
Of course they did. Any other bad decisions?
There's plenty, Paul.
I don't work for them, so.
You learn something every day.
Well, it's just sometimes it's just the way it is. Things change and new improved recipe. And it's not just restricted to beer. They reduce the size of something, and then it's like, new improved recipe. It's like,
that's what they did. I remember they did that with Oreos. Reduced fat Oreos. I was like, yeah, it's half the size of the package. No wonder it's reduced fat, you asshole. But they charge 3 times as much for them.
Exactly, or the same price for you're getting less for it. It's like
you get less for it. That's right. Well, yeah, we used to get
do one.
Victory used to have all their beers in sixers, even their Storm King and all that stuff. Now it turned into 4-packs, and it used to be able to get a sixer for $9.99. Now you get a 4-pack for $11.99.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna give you 2 less beers and charge $2 more.
And charge $2.
Yeah, I'm great at the math. That's how that works.
All over again. You shrink the candy bar.
Yeah.
Charge more.
Yeah, and then cut it in half and make it even smaller.
Yeah, and then they label it under progress. It's like,
well, like it's one of those things when you talk to, or when you just sit back and think about it. Like, bombers are the worst invention. No, but it is. It's the worst invention for one reason.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be the worst of all of them.
Well, it's one of when it comes to beer, it's like one of those things. People will like flip their mind. Paul, fuck you. And they'll flip their mind and do one of those things where it's like I'm not going to pay that. It's $10 for $6.50. And then I'll give you an example is fucking Enjoy by Stone. For a long time, they would release their Enjoy By. It was in a 650 ml bottle, and it was anywhere between $8 to say $11, depending on where you would get it. Then they threw it in a 6-packs, and it was like $17. People are like, I'm not paying that. I'm like, you used to fucking spend $10 for 650 milliliters of beer, 22 ounces. Now they come in individual bottles, and they're like fucking basically $2.79 a bottle. You buy 2 of those, it's not even $6. Or you'd buy 1, get 2 less ounces, and it's $10. Like, you know how math works? Math works like this. You buy 2 of those Enjoy Buys, it's $20. You're getting basically 44 ounces of beer. You buy the 6-pack, you're getting 72 ounces of beers, and it's $3 less. How the fuck are Bombers not a ripoff? Oh, well, I just like it better. I'm like,
the biggest thing here we got going on is in Pennsylvania, KBS came out this year, and on the shelf, a 4-pack was $21.99. Hey, look at that. However,
$7.50 was $20.
A $7.50 was $20, and I'm like, why would you buy a $7.50 unless you had no other option?
Or a bottle collection.
Yeah,
that's about it. Like I said, people just don't do the math. Like, they don't care. It's like, oh, it's $8 for a Bomber. I'm like, all right, cut that Bomber in half and put it in a $4 bottle. You buying it? Nah, you're not buying it.
Well, unless you're just not like me, we're getting it for $3.99 or $4.99.
Well, yeah. Well, we all can't live in fucking magical fairyland tale, fucking AKA Kentucky, Cincinnati, where you can walk in your local bottle shop and get cases for $7. It doesn't work like that.
Avery Czar. What did you think about that one?
2 thumbs up, Rod.
You like that one? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For $3.99, I bet you really liked it.
Oh, hell yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I'd get that over again and again for $3.99, $4.99.
I got 3 bottles in the cellar right now.
Yeah, but move that over 1 decimal point with a 0, so $39.90, and times it by 2, and that's what I paid for 12 of them.
Yeah,
you know, it's like I got
for that 4-pack.
You know a good deal. You know a good deal.
Paul, you know what, Paul?
There is no deals in PA.
See, Paul, that's the thing. You like to get all, I can't get this here. I can't. You just fucking bought a case of Brooklyn Blast. Yes, it's 2 years old.
$20, baby.
But it's also like 80 cents a bottle. Like, what the fuck?
Well, that's when you sleep with the store owner, you get deals.
I didn't know that, but now that we do, it makes a lot of sense.
That's also, what it takes.
What's his name? What's his name?
He's a very lovely man.
How many teeth does he have? How many teeth
actually,
count?
He's got all of his teeth. He's quite burly, but it's kind of funny because
Steve and the teeth are optional.
His name is Randy.
Oh, is it Randy Watson?
Randy Watson.
I'm sorry.
The one thing, Todd, if you do come up for the beer fest, we'll have to load your car up on the way back from that place.
Yeah, you could just go in there and I don't know, probably hand him $100 and own the store at this point. Guys, I went to go buy some beer, but it turns out I bought the fucking store. I now own it. It was $99.99.
Well, the thing is, like a beer around here, they can't send it back. Like they don't do buybacks in PA apparently. So it's like if you have the beer, you're stuck with it.
I don't think they do here either, Paul.
So if you have a beer that's been sitting there forever, you want to move it, or you have a beer that comes back because someone had one of the bottles out of it and doesn't like it for some reason and brings it back and bitches and complains, you want to get that out of your thing as fast as possible. So if you find those deals, yes, you're going to get a deal. Other than that, you're pretty much going to get screwed.
In New York State, you can't take back. You got to keep whatever. There's no.
You should do that to every beer you take, and then buy the 5-pack.
Well, it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, Craig, because in Ontario, Canada, I know at the LCBOs they have there, people will order cases because what happens is there's like a. Excuse me, what now? There's a centralized LCBO that sends them all out to the individual stores. So what you can do is you can get the manager of your local LCBO to say, bring in a case of something specifically for you, and you buy it. But they have a refund policy where they will refund you for whatever you didn't drink. So people will be like, I want a case of that. They'll take the case, take six cans out or 6 bottles out, take the case back to the store, and they get full refund for what they didn't drink. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. It's like, that's bonkers shit. Like, I don't think it shouldn't be allowed, but it'd be cool if it was. Like, it's awesome, but it's not.
Then that's why people abuse the system.
Yeah, and they abuse it.
Goddamn socialist comedy bastards. Anyway,
whatever it is,
you shut your whore mouth.
I love my whore mouth.
Yeah,
all right.
That's another story.
This short beer sucks.
Well,
which one is it, Paul?
5 months old.
It's that Space Rock, but it just tastes like old bread and cardboard.
It tastes like a 5-month-old pale ale. Probably.
It doesn't. Any of the short beers don't have a lot of flavor.
It's crafted to remove gluten. I don't have a gluten allergy, and most people don't. So I don't understand why you're putting all your beers just to make happy a clique of people who think they have a gluten allergy or actually do.
I think some reps from Heineken broke into your house and replaced that with freshly brewed ones. That's what I think. Clearly went downhill already. Heineken owns it. In 5 days, it's over.
That's it. I don't know. It's like weird because the guy on the thing, it looks like my dad dressed up as Cheech. It's kind of funny. I don't know what the whole deal with the Space Rock is. Exist. Resist. Oh, again, it's an anti-Trump thing. Resist. I don't know.
Resist.
I have no idea.
One of the biggest,
average Joe shop.
Oh. That's right. You carry on, Craig. It's your chat.
Fuck him.
No,
Jake was going on this. He's bringing an actual topic, and then you insult me. Let the man speak, Craig. He's Jake. Talks about beer. You let him go.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyway, what I was going to say was one of the biggest.
Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Differences from you guys in America to the British craft beer scene is the concept of a 4-pack, 6-pack, a crate is just non-existent. Single bottles, even on the supermarket shelves, it's single bottles.
Well, is that the same thing? Even if you go to, say, the brewery?
Yeah, it would be a mixed pack. It'd be at most like a mixed pack, or you buy a few.
Most of it's individual. It's in as regards a certain brewery, but then it's a mixed pack, maybe Brewdog or I'm trying to think what the other bloody one was. Like it's normally a Marston's mixed pack, that sort of thing.
Paul,
nice. That's impressive.
Just snuck out.
Excellent.
That was a ripper.
Not bad. Yeah, it was a ripper. 8 out of 10, I'd say, on the ripper scale.
Thank you. That was a little one. Good.
Not bad.
I'll have to get some raw steak out.
What was we talking about?
You were talking. It's kind of
about single bottles in the UK compared to skinny.
Because every time I get like Fullers and stuff, they're always these little 12-ounce bottles. I don't get any full-size bottles. And every time I've ever seen one, it's always been a single.
Yeah, but we can get 4. We can get 4 bottle packs. I saw that. Well, you probably might have said it in my one of my vlogs, where I shouldn't have been kind of recording. Whatever.
Goes for your whole channel, Craig. You fucker.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, whatever. You know, just go with the flow.
Sure, I've got some
care.
Facebook Lives.
Insult the host, Joe. Jesus.
I just go with the flow. I don't care about things. You know that. So.
Absolutely nothing. No fucks given by Craig ever.
Ever.
Well, what's the point though? You know,
there's not. Fuck everyone.
About things like this.
Pretty much.
Yeah, basically. No, but I don't care. It's just like.
I mean,
there's too many other things to be concerned about.
If you want to be a pigeon, nobody's right to tell you can't be.
Yeah, but that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line.
I'm sorry, I stepped over that. I'm a habitual line stepper.
Exactly.
A death match between Joe and Craig.
With razor bats.
We're best friends as well. As close as a UK and US guy can get. Who's being serious?
Get a room.
This is your channel, Craig. No one's serious on your channel ever. Not allowed to be serious.
I don't care. Whatever.
See, you don't care.
Do what you want.
He doesn't care. You can't
No
be
fucks
serious if you
given
don't care.
Yeah, like you said, no fucks given here, Joe.
I'm only serious when everyone thinks I'm joking.
Paul, we can never tell the difference, so I just assume you're joking all the time.
I've said that on a few hangouts. So it's like,
in the comments, Joe's going to be correcting. Yeah, why in the hell you bring them fucking Americans on?
Paul stinks everything up. Joe's an asshole. Jesus Christ, Eric.
Whoa.
Eric has a spasm every time he talks about coconut.
What does Rod do?
The only cool one's Rod.
No, he just shoves his deals in everyone's face.
Yeah.
You guys got Red Lobster over there?
Segway, motherfuckers. Segway King. You guys are all talking about shit. What about Red Lobster?
You guys have cheddar biscuits.
Where a kid can be a kid.
I've heard of cheddar biscuits. We don't have Red Lobster over here.
Well, get some biscuits, get some cheddar.
With ammo. At Red Lobster.
But our biscuits are sweet.
I don't give a fuck if you. I don't care if you want to put cheddar on a cookie. Do it.
I think Jake was about to insult our biscuits. I would like to hear him finish his thought.
No. It's just what you call a biscuit is what we call. No, but they're not even cookies. They're like crunchy. Like cookies always be like soft.
Jake, I see the hate in your eyes. I see the hate in your eyes for our biscuits.
Oh, I saw that too.
Are you attacking our American biscuits, sir?
Still gonna jabber,
I prefer your American biscuits to like. I'm a savory man. I'd rather have your.
Our biscuits are shit.
Get you down south for some biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, Joe likes all my biscuits.
There's some grits.
Are good too.
We over here we get biscuits. So
Bisquick? Is that what you just said?
Biscuits?
Bisquick?
Did you say biscuit?
Biscuit.
Craig's referencing an advert that's over here.
Make the pancakes, right?
I'm trying to think what they are. What company's that?
It's Fox's Biscuits.
Fox's Biscuits.
Only me and you know what's going on now, Craig.
That's all right.
That's fine.
That makes it better.
I like it better, yeah.
But so do the viewers though, so that's all cool.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah.
You mean all negative 8 of them at this point?
Do you get spam?
All over us.
The one person that's been watching the entire time is still there.
Spam.
It's probably
You never had spam?
What the fuck?
We never had spam.
We grew up on spam. It's what's given to us from birth.
Yeah, it's my first sex toy.
Wow.
Well, that's fair.
What happened now?
What are we talking about? Spam? Oh, spam.
I think you should stop drinking the shorts pale now.
It's doing something to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that Heineken's going right to your brain.
Yeah, it's making me feel like Eric getting scared.
No, wait a minute. wait a minute, Paul. You haven't had this yet, buddy.
E40.
The reality is Paul's never going to have that if you gave it to him.
Well, I have it in my hand.
Here's the drain. It looks thirsty.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this forever in the can for posterity's sakes.
What is E40 anyway?
It's just a malt liquor.
He's the rapper.
Yeah, the rapper. Okay. Yeah, he's an old school rapper, like an 80s rapper.
Oh, right. He's a modern one.
Yep.
I'm gonna go and get
another hazy IPA, another non-New England hazy IPA right there.
Yes.
No. This is a wheat beer.
Ooh, wheat.
That's a wheat. That's a wheat beer.
Wheat beer.
Wheat. It's a wheat beer.
Wheat.
Is it a normal wheat beer or is it like a double dry hop?
This is a double dry hop cream ale with lactose and lactose.
It's not a normal wheat.
Well,
make a shitty segue, unlike Rod, who's the king of segues that are awesome. Earlier, Jake was talking about pilsners, and you were talking about, like, sometimes you just want a good fucking pilsner. Problem here in the U.S. I've noticed is most breweries, when they're like, here's our pilsner, it's an IPL, because all they do is fucking dry hop it, or it's like, here's our pilsner with Citra Mosaic. I'm like, that's what? That's no longer a pilsner of the German or Czech variety at all. It's fucking now an American pilsner that's an IPL.
I was gonna say Prima Pils is still like the best pills out there, but it's hop to fuck. But it's at least hop to fuck with traditional hops.
Yeah,
I had that
that's
earlier,
just-
Paul.
New England IPA. V2.
Brewdog.
Yeah,
Sell out
it's a
to
collaboration.
Cloudwater.
Yeah, it's a collaboration.
Maybe we'll
But,
see that in the States,
yeah.
but probably not, because no one knows
Maybe.
who Cloudwater is
Maybe.
unless they're nerds in the States.
Mhm.
Because we don't get Cloudwater shit
What
here,
is
so
that
people aren't
cost?
familiar with them.
Yeah,
What is
but
that
I've noticed
clown
that-
water.
I've noticed a lot of people are starting to do this Instagram 500,000, whatever. I'm not doing that.
What the fuck are you talking? What is it?
If you
What
wanna
do you mean
follow me,
5,000 what?
Viewers.
Oh, are you talking
a lot
like
of
like
people
sub for sub or follow for follow or whatever?
Yeah, but just like Instagram to get to a milestone follower and all this sort of thing. I don't do that.
It's like the people on YouTube. They used to do sub for sub. Sub to me and I'll sub to you. Do I like your content? I don't know, but just be my sub and I'll be yours. I'm like, what the fuck? Like-
Exactly. It's not a bonus in subbing me. It's just that if you want to sub me, you sub me. If you don't,
Yeah, if you like my content, follow.
Alright.
If not, go
Get
follow
out.
Paul.
Help
No
me.
one likes his shit.
Nope.
Joe
No.
degrades me on every beer review I do.
Yep.
I
but
have
it's
a
just not
fucking
how it is.
Excel
Can't
spreadsheet
be
of
asked.
all Eric's reviews, more specifically his Malt Liquor Monday reviews, okay?
Why do I an Excel spreadsheet? Okay.
it's going
Oh, good money, fools. Mr. T is back.
Oh, look at one there, fool.
Those that get the most views, I'm saying they just get the most views out of any of my beer reviews I do.
Do you
His
pity?
spreadsheet is actually on DOS because it's old school.
Do you pity the
Josh,
fool?
yes.
Do you pity the fool who doesn't watch your Malt Liquor Mondays?
There's a lot of people that like malt liquor on YouTube, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of retards.
I don't pity the fool.
Well, if you guys go to your fucking most watched videos, because I don't have a channel and I don't know how that works, but if you go to your most watched videos, if you've done any macros, I'd imagine they're probably in like the top 10 because
Budweiser, Miller Lite, all those ones.
And here's the craziest thing here: I have nothing wrong with macro and people drinking it and people wanting to discuss and stuff. But what is crazy to me is, like, Budweiser's been around for how long now?
I don't know what it tastes like. I gotta watch this review.
Yeah, like to go watch somebody review Budweiser, it's like it'll be like a guy like, I drink a case a week, and I'm like, why do you need to watch a review when you have drank probably, I don't know, tens of thousands of bottles of Bud? You know what it tastes like. I guess you care what he thinks, but everyone knows at this point what Budweiser tastes like because most people have had it. It's crazy. It's crazy why you would want to watch it. I just from that aspect, like I guess you want to just know what maybe if you're following what they say about it. But
I've watched beer reviews of shit I've had before just because I want to see what they think. I guess. So I guess it's the same concept.
But you'll say, okay, Eric, you have how many subs? 500
Five,
something.
yeah.
It was 541 last I looked.
And how many views on that Budweiser video do you have?
Oh God, I got to look it up.
Probably like fucking 5,000,
6,000.
probably 10,000. It's probably something like 10 times your sub count. So it's like, even if all 542 of your subs watch that video, there's somewhere where like there's 5,000 people randomly typing in Budweiser review on YouTube and then watching it. It's like, that's crazy to
I'm
me.
still online.
My highest viewed video is not even a beer.
Me neither.
Is it Zima?
No. It's actually for the beer blizzard. To keep your beer.
Mine's not even beer orientated.
4,900, Joe.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yay.
But I have no macro in my top 10.
No, did you even review macro? Like I don't, Rod.
I did Budweiser back then, but I have like Sierra Nevada newly developed IPA, the Boulder Shake Chocolate Porter, Hofbräu original. Oh, I'm sorry, I take it back. I do have a Natty Daddy in there.
Yeah, see, stick to the formula,
That's like
baby.
number 5.
You review a macro beer, it's in your top 10. How that works.
But that gumball head in there right behind it.
3 Floyds.
Yeah, but they're click beers though, aren't they?
Jesus
So-
Christ, you're right, by the way. Holy shit.
I am right.
Joe is always right. You have to understand this. He is
go-
God.
My beard looks like shit, but it has a lot of wisdom in it. Or maybe that's like
It's
an
got-
actual
don't know.
a bird's nest. I don't know.
I can't see, Joe. I can't.
I was gonna say your
tell.
beard
That's
has a
just-
lot of shit in it, and it looks like shit.
My ratings video's been climbing up the
Pretty
chart.
accurate. What's climbing up charts?
My beer ratings video's been climbing up the chart.
Beer ratings?
Why
Right.
would you need to know and understand? It was basically.
Were you just scold everyone for rating beers?
Well, okay, Tom. Oh, yeah, you're right.
I must admit, I've been
Ratings
thinking
are like
about-
opinions, and opinions are like assholes. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I've been
got
thinking
one,
about
and I want to
rate-
lick them.
Nice.
See what I mean, Craig?
Yeah, Craig. This was
I don't care.
no. You know what?
I've-
There's no fucks to give.
Yeah,
I don't care.
can't be
absolutely
bothered.
zero. There might be negative fucks at this point.
I like Craig.
That'll be on Craig Cookie though. He'll just say, "I don't care."
Yeah.
I don't care.
That should
I'm eating
if,
something
that would
to
be a good. Everyone needs to do a shot every time Craig says "I don't care," and we would be shit faced.
I'd be dead right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
He doesn't
I
care.
feel like Todd wanted to say something at some point, but
Fuck Todd.
Todd's see? He's the only millennial here.
Oh, Rod's drinking Two Hearted. Look out.
this is my fourth
Again?
one now.
Oh,
I get no answers.
It's a free world. You just do what you want within
My
reason.
last two hearted.
Now see, there's Rod
you gotta
jumping.
get restocked.
That's Rod jumping on that fucking hype train. He's like, that's the best
if I
beer
had-
in fucking America. Now let's go buy all of it.
If
I've
I
always
had
liked
sound
you,
effects, if I had sound effects now, that would have
The
been
thing
great.
is, he's probably getting them for $1.99 a six-pack.
Yep.
No,
That was
it
probably
was-
contacted and said,
It
"You
was
want a case for?"
$6.99 a 4-pack of 16-ounce cans.
That's
That's
fucking
really
great.
good.
I can't even get that cheap beer that's made in Michigan.
Yeah.
And that was at a different spot.
Oh, a different
How,
spot.
how fresh is it though, Rod? Is it Pennsylvania fresh?
25 days old.
I like how you got it down to the days.
on now.
It's not 3.5 weeks, you pieces of shit. It's 25 days old.
Well, we talked about it earlier. It was packaged July 6th.
Guys,
Yeah, I asked that. I was like,
yeah, that's pretty
You gotta
fucking
do it.
fresh for fucking $6.99 4-pack. Like,
you obviously checked before you bought it, of course.
no fucks given by Rob.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No,
He walks out if it's 6 days old or fucking 600 days old. He's drinking the Two Hearted. Best beer in America, baby.
The 12-ounce cans would have been like $7.99. So, I mean.
That whole extra dollar
that's
means
an
a lot.
amazing deal.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Two
Yeah,
Hearted.
How
Two
can it be
Hearted to me.
cheaper
Like,
where you live and it's more expensive here? I do not
Because you guys get screwed with the taxes on Michigan. Your tax rates are higher.
Next time Eric's in a fucking local bottle shop and he sees Two Hearted, it's like $10 a 4-pack.
I'm whipping it.
He's gonna bring up the 4-pack to the fucking to the employee and just go on a rant.
I need this at
I
this
find it-
price now.
I know another beer tuber's name's Rod. He gets it for $6.99.
less.
Also, if you're gonna drink and drive, I will fucking choke you out. Right
No,
now.
I'll take your kneecaps out.
Yeah, I'll take your kneecaps out with this baseball bat. And also, can I buy this Two Hearted, please?
Bitches.
It's a good beer, but like the list that was on or whatever, like knock Pliny off or whatever, it's just like it's a good
I don't know
beer.
if I can never get Pliny to even compare it.
Yeah, it's Pliny's good, but it's
Yeah, no,
I
it's
don't
good. It's very great for
But everybody
it's
says
just-
Pliny
it's
the
all
Elder
right.
is better. So Pliny the Elder is not even the best wine in the brewery, it seems.
no, but
Only the
look,
younger, supposed to be.
He died in Pompeii, damn it.
well, the problem with Pliny Younger is they don't package it whatsoever. There's no bottles or cans of it. They usually have these little like releases wherever they sell their beer. I think it's in like 4 states, and people talk about lines. People line up for it. They're for hours and sometimes like half days just to be able to get like a 12-ounce pour of it. And I'm like, I'm sure it's good. You know,
I mean,
sure it's
if
good,
I was
but
in the line, I'd be like, go and get a pint. Go and get a pint. Go and get a crate of Pint of the Elder. And I'll drink this while I'm getting Pint of the Younger. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny. They were talking about the soul releases around here because they do that. The 16-ounce cans, metal can with a sticker, very hippie and trendy and all that. Yuppie. And he goes, they're like, oh no, the beers aren't that great. I'm thinking like, why are you lining up all day for beers that aren't great? And they're like, oh, but the lines. If I rated the lines are the best for the beer shares and this and this. And I'm just like, I don't want to talk or look at any of you people anytime during the day when I wake up. I hate humans. I don't want to be in a line with you fucking people. And like, for God's sakes, if I were drunk out in public, the cops would be called immediately. Like, I'm like, this is not going to happen. I don't know.
I'm sure
It's
they're
like,
not called when you're in a fucking hangout. It's surprising.
Yeah, I'm surprised. You know?
You used to that then, Paul?
Yes, I actually am, unfortunately. But you know, at the same time, it's just like I'm like the lines start at 9 a.m. and they're doing bottle shares until I'm like, okay, do you walk there? Because if I drove there, I'd be driving drunk. You know, and I'm like, that is not good. What the fuck? I'm still not used to this whole beer line, you know, express limited release shit. I'm not used to it.
Like I would say, I mean, it's whatever. People want to wait in line, they wait in line. It's one of those things where you don't have to do it. So,
Yeah,
you know,
wait in line, get me one, the end. Bye.
I mean, I've waited in line more than like 10, 15 minutes once. I went to Coonan in Detroit. They had their release when they released 6 different beers. You were able to buy a 4-pack of each, so a case of beer. And I waited in line for 5 hours out where it's cold. I was with my buddy Ewart. Well, listen. It was an awesome time. We shared. There were beer shares, but they also had, once you went and got up your beer, they had a bunch of stuff on tap. You hung out and whatnot. It was an awesome experience. Would I do it again? No, not for that long. The beer was awesome, and I still have a couple bottles left of it. It was worth the beer. Like, I don't understand waiting in line if you're not going to like the beer. Yeah. That sounds kind of dumb to me, because at that point, the end goal of getting said beer doesn't make any sense. If you wanted to be in line for the bottle share, just bottle share.
You could invite those guys to your house and have a giant bottle share in the comfort of your own home with pornography and other things going. Like, whatever.
If you're at Paul's house,
not standing outside sweating your either. I mean, the two things are, it's like they never do like these like lovely fall day bottle shares, like a bottle. It's either you're sweating your ass off, or you're freezing your ass off. I know you were there with Ewart, so I know he kept you toasty.
He basically hugged me for 4 of the 5 hours. I was happy.
Yeah, and licked.
Well, Coonan also, they've done it before, so they had. We were sitting there for about an hour, and then they had a big fucking heated tent everyone got into. So it was whatever. It was fine.
That's the last thing you need in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at the end, at the end of the day, I know someone loves that saying. At the end of the day, you're spending your time however you want to spend it. I'm not going to insult someone for waiting in line, but the thing is waiting in line doesn't make the beer better. And a lot of people are under the assumption because you wait in line and it's tough to get and it sells out or whatever, the beer is better. No, that just makes it rarer, but never makes the beer better.
Yeah,
people want to say I got it.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
We waited in line.
I got this. Yeah, I got this disease vaccine, and it's so much better because I waited in line for it.
It protects me against 5 diseases compared to going 1.
When we was in the Beavertown thing, we waited in line about, was it half an hour, 40 minutes?
Yeah, 40 minutes, something like that.
Jake, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty short, really.
Way too long.
Yeah.
On the grand.
But to each their own. That's like you have Rod over there saying like he wouldn't wait in line. Then you have other people saying that's cool. It's like it's just like beer. You like certain beers, you don't. You're willing to wait in line. You're not. Doesn't make anyone wrong.
Well, look at it like this. If you were in that disease line and you got the cure and the guy behind you didn't get it, Danny, are you going to turn around and mock the guy because I got this,
repeatedly?
You're going to die.
Why did you show up earlier, you piece of shit? Now you got all the diseases.
Yeah, I hope it spreads your whole family.
I'm going to live for 84 years while you're going to die tomorw. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, that's what they do at beer sales. Like, they're
like,
I got this.
But then that guy stabs you and he still lives out. He outlives you.
I still outlived you because I stabbed you in the throat.
How's that vaccine work out for you now?
It's funny, like people do that kind of thing though. Like the way they act at a beer bottle line, they wouldn't act like that. Like you wouldn't just randomly yell at people like you do in your car if you're standing there and someone cut you off on the sidewalk. You fucking bastards! You just. People are weird.
There's all kinds though. Like in life, there's all kinds in the beer community. I've went to, and this is going back 3-4 years ago when KBS was still hyped quite a bit. I went to my local bottle shop to get KBS, and I went there, and they didn't get the beer yet, so I had to sit there for like 15 minutes. He's like, "Oh, the truck's coming." I'm like, whatever. And they didn't get enough. Like they actually ended up only getting enough so everyone could have 2 bottles instead of a 4-pack. And obviously, a lot of people acted like, if someone shot their dog or something. It was like, why? They start going, I was under the impression they're getting an entire 4. It's like, dude, you get 2 less beers, fucking suck it up. So I was cool with it because I was like, whatever. I had two bottles, no big deal. So I shit you not, the first person, it wasn't a line, but it was like kind of like, I ended up like, I think there was like a dozen people there. And once they said the bottle didn't, or the shipment didn't come in. It's like, all right, it's a place where you can get coffee. Paul knows it, Premier Gourmet. You can get coffee there. You can get sandwiches stuff. So I went and got a coffee. A couple other people were just browsing the store or whatever. But it was, you kind of were on the assumption whoever was there first, you knew. All right. So when the truck shows up, the first dude that was there was the dude that was making a stink. He's like giving the fucking manager shit, blah, blah, blah. He's like, sorry, it's going to be 2. We only got X amount. He takes his 2 fucking bottles. He goes outside. I'm like one of the last guys that were there, and I go up and get my 2 bottles. This motherfucker came in with glasses on, a hat, and a different shirt. And he comes up and he's like, oh, I like 2 bottles of KBS. And the manager looks at him. He's like, you were just here. You're the first dude in line. He's like, no, I don't even know what you're talking about. I just showed up. I saw you guys posted on Twitter. He's like, no. He's like, you were just here buying this thing. Like, I saw you with my own eyes. You now have a hat on, a pair of sunglasses, and a different shirt. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So you're not going to sell me the beer? He's like, no. And in fact, I'm not probably never going to sell you any special releases ever again. Dude went home. I guess he posted a bunch of shit on social media. I think it was Twitter or whatever. I'm like, that's the length this guy will go to get 2 extra bottles. It's like it came in, it's limited. So fuck it, the next guy that's going to show up or someone else is going to show up. That's you need 4 bottles because of just I have no idea. Maybe you're going to trade them
for trading.
That's
what they do.
That's insane. Just
people bring friends to buy extra stuff.
Oh, dude, that's
it's
why
capitalism, man.
Let me tell you, the saddest thing I ever saw was at that Coonan release. I was in line. I was probably like, I think I was like the 30th person, the person, baby, the 30th person.
The 30th person in line.
I was the 30th, baby. Oh, baby, I saw Ric Flair with the number 2 entrance, baby, into the bottle release, baby.
I do, bitch.
So I was about 30 in line or so, and I'm sitting there, and there's dude had to be like 10, 12, and he has mother with him. And remember, this is in waiting in line for like 5.5 hours. He had his mother. She had to be in her 60s. I've never seen someone so disinterested in life in general at that point. Like I could like stare into her soul.
You see me every day.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't consider you a person. So, you're Sasquatch. Yeah. You're not a human.
Cheers.
It's nice. No, but I'm sitting there. I'm like, how sad is it that he drags her along so he can get another case of beer? It was the saddest thing I've ever seen. And sure enough, when we got up there, he's like instructing her. I'm like, all right, you want to buy a case, blah, blah, blah. It should be this. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, you don't need 2 cases of this. You're getting 24 bottles. You're getting 4 bottles of every single beer here. Why do you need 8 bottles of everything? There's no reason. You're dragging your poor mother along for a 5.5 hour wait in line standing where she's clearly older and shouldn't be doing this. It's fucking freezing out. It was just at that point I was like, I understand, every hobby or whatever, you see people like that, but that was really sad. It resonated with me in a way that's like, I would never do that to any friend or family member. That's just ridiculous.
Never.
Yeah, I'm sorry
take me to a bottle share.
No.
Never ever take me. If you take me, I'll
a bottle share.
No, a bottle of wine.
I was gonna say, when we usually hang out, we share bottles of beer. So you're just gonna beat me when I show up at your house?
Up your butt.
Oh.
Yeah. So just watch out, buddy.
I've already experienced it once. I'm all right.
I know. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry it broke inside you, but I took it all out.
I didn't want anyone to know that was personal. You would never say anything.
I'm going to go to bed.
You said you would never say anything.
Jake draws the line on bottles breaking in individuals.
I thought we never talked about
That's just what I want to fall asleep with.
Yeah.
Just go,
Basically, he's going to
fall asleep. You're going to fall asleep at that point taken. Yeah.
He's going to make a mess on his missus' pillow.
Yeah.
And she's going to sleep in it.
Hey, Jake, what time you got to get up for work?
Now.
Well, luckily, I work from home, so about 5.
You lazy bastard.
That works well. I work from home, too, so nice.
Yeah.
Here's a thought. How about fuck both of you? How about that? Does that work for you? You motherfuckers.
My commute
that's Kevin does that too. Kevin Clement works from home, too.
Some say conference call, some say nap. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know if I hate this more or when you're telling me about your deals. Not many people do, Jake. Trousers are optional in these chats. Paul is known to not wear actually anything below the waist. So.
Yeah, he was naked this weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Or do.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Oh, no, good.
Look at that thigh. Jake, you should eat something.
All right. Take it easy, Jake. Have a good one.
Bye.
See you, Jake.
Cheers, Jake. Take care.
Now,
mate.
now
Thank
we've
you.
really taken over this fucking chat. It's 5-1. Sorry, Craig.
5-1. This is going to be the epic orgy of the year.
Not at all.
Oh,
Not at all.
You have your shirt on. I don't know how that works.
no, I'm sorry. He just can't be bothered. He doesn't.
I'm surprised he had a shirt on when I was with him.
No,
Well,
that's actually yeah.
That's what you're telling
I
us.
was very fancy when I was with you, Eric. Thank you.
Fancy.
He did it for you, Eric. He had to be a gentleman. He can't be.
I
Plump.
know. This is a high baller. He goes to fucking hotels and just spurges and gets all the natty daddy. He's a high baller. So I was like, I better look my best.
What's wrong with Natty Daddy, Paul?
I didn't say there was anything wrong with that. I said it was high dollar.
You implied it. You implied it.
Yeah,
Eric.
I'll imply my fist in your anus. It's okay. We're fine. Oh my God, there's 2 Todds. Oh God.
That's not enough. Got to be at least 3 Todds.
That's not enough Todds. Yeah, I mean we need at least 4.
You did a video on. Go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Eric you did a video on the Wolverines. I haven't watched it yet. I just saw that.
Yeah, my prediction is they're going to lose.
American football. American
football. They're going to lose.
Is that Fuller's 1845?
Yes,
well, I do have a prediction. One of those teams in that game will lose.
Yep.
And one of them will win.
That's a guarantee, Paul.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
There's no ties in college foosball.
No.
Yeah, it's like we're talking soccer.
Mm-hmm. All right, Pele, throw that ball.
The one thing I want to say to you, Eric, specifically, is the way you know you made it into Paul's heart is when he, for no reason at all, will consume basically raw meat in front of you without utensils. If he does that in person, then you've made it. Then you've made it.
He hasn't done that yet.
No, that's so you'll know that if you take him, if you guys go out to eat or something, and he's fucking just ripping the steak in half and fucking gorging himself like a Sasquatch.
Yeah, you're still awake.
Yeah, it's a little bit different when you're sleeping and I'm doing it on top of your chest and dripping all the juice on you, and you wake up. That's a whole different thing.
No,
and then you drown. You don't wake up.
Yeah, you drown in like blood. Yeah,
or you just tell him, hey, I want to go watch Friday the 13th, and then you do, and then he attacks you with a machete and processes videos.
The problem is you were sitting too close to my machete collection.
I'm sorry that I was trying to watch the movie.
Joe,
you want to go watch Friday the 13th? Yes. Check out my machete. How about I don't?
Yeah, see, I was trying to share you all my machete collection of dudes.
I was thinking of you. It's all for you.
Oh, looks like this would fucking fit perfectly right into your Adam's apple.
That moment in that film is very, very, very orgasmic for me. It's all for you, Damien. This shit.
All right, give me some blood now.
Take me now.
So in other news,
Segway. Todd, what are you drinking?
Segway.
Todd, what are you drinking? Todd, anything?
I just finished
a better
10 barrel. Yo.
Yep, 10 barrel.
That's probably the greatest part ever.
I just had Joe. 10 barrel.
We just had it, Billy.
That's an old one now.
I've never had Joe.
I know, mine was too.
Craig, if you want to experience Joe, we can make it happen, buddy.
Joe was old, and so was the Apocalypse. Yeah, he goes around pretty much.
There's a lot of cushion in my beard for your balls. Just let me know.
Cool. As long as you've got a spare beer hanging around there.
Yeah, he just takes the other one off. He puts the other one on. And he keeps rocking and rolling.
It's a game. You don't bounce it on my chin. You bounce it off with softness.
Just pour the rest of this fantastic Joe flavored beer in.
Joe flavored?
There could be a lot of things. There could be a lot of things.
Flavored beer.
My body consists of 97% of toasted coconut, so that's probably
and a lot of goza.
Yeah, a lot of goza.
Favorite coconut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shut up.
This beer smells disgusting.
Yep. Poor on me.
Jug it.
Sorry, Joe.
Not apologize. She's speaking
Was
the
that
truth.
the 1845 that you just poured?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's old. Yeah.
What do you mean it's disgusting?
1845 is
everyone-
disgusting?
It's a joke.
Yeah, nobody likes dirt.
That's all right.
I just bathed in dirt today.
I can't believe you went in for that whole game, Joe.
I did what now?
Me against Dan.
Yeah, that was I don't even have a
Or
word for it.
Dan against me. That works too.
Yeah, you got
Who
fucked a
won,
little
by the
bit on
way?
that. You got fucked.
Yeah.
Dan,
Rod got fucked. Oh, Rod got fucked. Oh no.
that's
You
an
let the
understatement.
Canadian win?
Well, fucking first off, they played three or four games. The first game ended after the first period because the game looped and wouldn't go back to the face-off. Then they played another game. The exact same thing happened. Rod was losing both games. First one was, I think, 2-1, and the second one was 1-0, or maybe it's 2-0, 1-0. They actually played a third game, got to the second period. Rod's getting destroyed 3-0. He battled.
Get destroyed. I mean,
You were getting destroyed, Rod. Rod, you were getting destroyed.
Pulverized.
I was laying the hits out though.
No, he was. He was getting his ass whipped in fights, though, unfortunately. So gets to the third period. Rod scores 3 goals to tie the game at 3. And he started getting, like, I don't know, a little bit too confident, started talking smack at that. It's like, yeah, we're back in it now. Here we come, and all this stuff. And Dan then scored on a fucking really terrible fluke goal. And,
It was it was like went under the net. It was bullshit.
Yeah, it was kind of cheesy, so to speak. It was not. There's not a great goal.
However, it is still a goal, and you know that son of a bitch is going to throw it all in your face. And he did, didn't he? He all in your face.
No, he really did.
Like that?
It was a battle.
Yeah, he was a gracious winner, as gracious as he can be. Well, that's the thing, right? It's an unfair battle. Rod's not Canadian.
Yeah.
Therefore,
well,
if you look at
well, as far as I know, if you look at the real Stanley Cup, Americans win it all the time.
Yeah, they do. Canadians haven't won it in what,
Canadians can't fucking actually do shit.
4 years has been, I think, 93.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's like when Japan wins the fucking World Series or something like in the Olympics when they win the fucking baseball. It's like, really? You just
the Little League World Series, you mean?
They just kick the shit out of us. There you go. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Canada can't play hockey. It's so funny.
It'd be the equivalent of like the U.S. winning anything of importance in soccer. I mean, football.
Pretty much, yeah. USA won the soccer world championship.
It's like, holy shit, they got to the quarterfinals and won a game.
I was just gonna say that, Joe.
Mr. Kicky.
Holy shit, we made it to the semis.
They beat New Zealand. I'm like,
oh god, that would be huge news over here for me.
You just kicked Argentina's ass for
no. Argentina comes in and they like up 5-0, and they should probably throw the mercy rule in. It's like, oh Jesus.
Did the guys
like the Falcons and the Patriots?
I know the women had won, but did the guys even win in soccer? The American men?
Define win.
All I know is in 2009, Argentina was hot.
No.
Like the women had won before.
The women are good at soccer.
Yeah,
men, on the other hand, are not good at soccer.
I prefer women on volleyball with loose tops.
Beach volleyball, 2-on-2. I root for Brazil.
I don't like. I work in the foundry, so the sight of sand gives me panic attacks.
Didn't the men's soccer team do good in the World Cup a couple years ago?
Again, doing good is good for what the U.S. does, or good in general.
If they get out of pool play, Todd, it's a good thing.
No, I was thinking they made it pretty far, like the Final Four or something, or however it.
Maybe back in the early '90s, maybe.
No, just like couple years ago.
And if you get touched at all, you're supposed to scream that your leg's broken. That's the other thing too. I found out.
I'm just gonna say, Todd, you could be right, but I'm gonna say most likely not.
Yeah, most years you're right. They do suck, but I was thinking for some reason a couple years ago they were pretty good.
You can't beat the women's beach volleyball, though.
Yeah. America always seems to dominate that.
In the 2014 FIFA World Cup,
in the sand.
They did. They made it to the round of 16. Was probably the best.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, they lost to Belgium, 2-1 to the Belgians.
Wow, and they're all drunk.
Does it matter? Does it matter though?
Probably 2 years ago or so.
Craig, two things. Awesome hangout, really enjoying myself. The second one would be fuck you, Craig.
I like the second one better.
Does it matter? England, yeah.
I like the women's oil wrestling the best. Is that part of the Olympics?
It should be.
It should be. Yeah.
You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah.
Why don't you make that an Olympic sport, Paul, and you be the president?
Okay, I could be the president of everything.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Sports would change quite a bit if Paul's in charge of it.
Yeah.
Brazil's abbreviation.
Whatever team loses gets set on fire.
That already happens in NHL when teams win. Their
No,
entire
that's
city.
that's what happens.
Or in
when
Argentina when they don't win the Olympics or the World
I was
Cup.
like, that's what Boston does when they win or lose. They set their whole city on fire.
So they just like to
have
set
no
the city on fire.
Yeah, pretty much. They got nothing to do. They live in Boston.
Bunch of pyromaniacs going nuts.
I can't drive for shit. I'm angry. Fucking set it on fire.
If you're cold though, so.
Yeah, you're cold. You're angry. Blizzard, bullshit, sharks, kill everything. Set it on fire.
He said sharks, random.
Sharks.
Sharks.
Yeah.
They now have feet. Yeah, I don't know.
Feetless fucks. Looking at me with those cold.
Oh, they do have
eyes.
shark. Maybe they get Sharknadoes there. Maybe that's the whole thing.
Sharknado. That's the thing is.
Sharknado.
Comes in with the blizzards.
I have a feeling Ron has watched every single Sharknado.
Yeah.
Mm.
And no spot. No.
The one guy from Beverly Hills 90210 he was stuck in that loop though.
What was it? Was that Ian? I think Ian Ziering or whatever.
It's like, how is this guy saving the day all the time?
Because he's fucking. That's a good question.
Because he's from 90210.
90210.
Does he defend the town with his good looks? I don't understand how that works.
I don't either.
I don't know.
But now I'm looking at volleyball pictures.
Yeah.
Rod, hands above the table.
Good thing my pants are off.
Brilliant, yeah.
Why is your picture shaking so bad?
My mouse is out of control.
I can't stop.
Oh, I hear heavy breathing, Rod.
I would expect that from Paul more than I would expect it from Rod.
I would only expect that from Paul.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Turn the cam off for this one. Right, okay. I don't want to hear it either.
I'm okay with hearing it. I don't want to see it.
No, I make some loud splats. Okay,
Nice.
what is happening right now?
You're just going to the toilet then? Right, okay. Right.
Yeah, if you just walk directly into a light, Paul, are you all right?
Yeah.
It's like someone has a flashlight in your face.
So am
I thought Sasquatch
Am I sawing the sound out or
full
you?
form right here.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
What did you type in? What is your search bar? What's your
I
search?
don't usually watch the Olympics. What I do is beach volleyball.
Oh, you just typed in beach volleyball and it shows all this.
Nice tight booties.
In case I hear splashback there, Paul.
Unbelievable. But totally believable.
I'm just making sure. I just like being
Like you weren't looking, Joe, okay?
It's the best Olympic sport to watch.
Well, the biggest surprise is not Paul doing this. Paul shaking some fucking kind of liquid. Is that your aged piss?
Are you on the toilet?
He's got the nitro from left hand.
Are you on the toilet?
Nice.
Okay, I'll unplop you now. How do we do this?
Is he on the toilet?
I don't know. I hope so.
Paul, what are you doing? Are you just? Is it not coming out of the?
I got another beer, you worthless fuck.
All right, number one on call for.
What the hell are you doing with it?
Yeah, what are you
It's a nitro. If you see the word.
No, I can't read.
Yeah, it's left hand.
So what are you doing with your left hand? Yeah.
Hard and fast. That's how Eric pours his beers.
Yeah, like a Neanderthal.
I want to see you try that without a nitro beer to pour it like that.
Okay.
All right, do it
right
now.
I'll pour it like that. I've got to drink this one first, asshole.
Well, you got about 3 seconds. Get on it. It's nitro.
Yeah,
Slides right down your throat.
Are we going back to that word plop, plop, fizz, fizz? I don't know.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Do you get any left-hand stuff over there, Craig?
Yeah, we get the cans.
You should get more so they sign a deal with Pass Blue Ribbon or whatever.
Yeah, we get quite a few.
PBR, baby.
That should open up distribution.
I've actually had
we get a few. Yeah, we get a few left hands. We get left hand nitro. Yeah, we get the new cans as well now. So the core range beers, nothing speciality. But
Hey, Craig.
2 or 3.
Hey, Craig. How much is the Lagunitas over there?
Well, the Lagunitas IPA, we can get it in supermarkets. It's like £1.80 a bottle, or you can get. Like,
that's pretty.
It's not too bad.
Is it brewed by Heineken over there? Or is it actually brewed? No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I don't know.
Are you serious?
No, I'm dead.
There you go.
I don't know.
Segue.
Don't ask me for questions.
I was just gonna say on the bottle, does it say brewed and bottled by Lagunitas Brewing Company in one of the 2 locations in the States, or does it say brewed by, say, Lagunitas somewhere in the UK? There's somewhere in fucking Europe. Period.
Yes, probably. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
I actually don't know. I actually have no idea. I'm actually very curious now.
Speaking of Lagunitas,
green.
So am I. No, I just assumed it was all, and then. Good point. I need to buy a few and have a look. I never really bothered looking, to be honest.
Yeah, and Rod thinks I was joking around. I'm dead fucking serious. All right, Eric, what are you going to say?
I know you are. And I don't know the answer to it.
Speaking of Lagunitas, I got their Lagunitas Imperial Stout for $4.99.
Lagunitas.
Yeah,
that's actually like a regular price.
Is it?
Usually for most of their bombers here, it's usually $4.99. The Cappuccino Stout, their Imperial Stout, a couple other things.
I like Cappuccino Stout.
Yeah, it's a good beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
I like Blue Moon's Hiracha Cappuccino Stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not many Blue Moons we get over here. You just get the usual.
But now you can get their pumpkin beer that came out.
I hate pumpkin beers too.
I think you should make a pumpkin beer with coconut and send it to Eric.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh. Coconut pumpkin.
That'd actually be interesting, I think.
I just poured the Falls.
Oh,
beer.
the Quinlan Falls.
Boom, just poured it in. I just pulled it out. And
but you cheated with putting it at the bottom and waiting. You said bullshit. Cheater. Pour like Jay Terrio, where you pour it down every beer down the center to release the yeast esters, and then all of a sudden the shit spills everywhere, and you have to.
I will tell you that I did drink that in one go, so it did slide right down the throat.
Well, I'll do that one in one go and see what happens.
Yeah, do that. I triple dog dare you.
I don't. I know you're a man. Drink it.
See, the thing is, I'm not a man.
No,
you're
I don't go with peer pressure.
You liar.
No,
I'm pretty sure you fall to peer pressure. So keep going.
Peer pressure? What's that?
Paul, if there's a beer you're gonna chug, it's gonna be that shitty lager right there in your hand.
No, it's a hoppy lager. You're supposed to sip it and enjoy it. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, okay.
You
tell me story.
Yeah.
Wonderful filtered beer.
Oh, we're gonna send Eric a nice American Pale Wheat Ale. I'm on board.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll drink any beers you guys give me. I'll drink them
with coconut.
We know that.
Other than coconut,
I'm gonna make an imperialized porter with coconut, caramel, maple syrup. One for Joe and one for Eric, and I'm gonna barrel age them in rum.
Ooh, that might be actually.
Is it gonna be coconut rum, please?
Oh no! It's gotta be regular rum. But
you ain't gonna send me any beer, Paul. So just stop.
I said no beer.
That's Eric's reverse psychology. Paul said, "Yes, I will send it to you."
Prove it. I might not. I probably won't send it to you. I'll probably drive it to you.
You probably will drive it to me.
Here you go.
Knock on my front door. Hey, Eric. I'll be like, how in the hell did you find my address?
Here's your beer. Now go fuck yourself. Bye. And then he'll be all like Midwestern and be like, oh, no, stay, have a cup of coffee. No, fuck you and your coffee. I gotta go.
Here's a 4-pack of Bud Light. Thanks.
Oh,
I heard you like hams.
It's Miller Lite, Craig. Miller Lite.
I'm Miller Lite. Sorry.
Got your kids ham.
I'd probably get a.
Hey, I like me some hams too.
If I put if I put a 12-pack or whatever of fucking Miller Lite on my car seat and drove home, I'd probably get in a car crash there and have it at it all the time, like hating it, like wishing it would just explode. Like, just get out of my car.
Eric, what is your top 3 macro beers?
Miller Lite, Coors Light, and Coors Banquet.
What? No Keystone Light?
Oh boy.
I mean, I'll drink it, but that's not my top 3.
Yeah, I'd say top 5, Rod.
What's
What?
that's
top 5?
We don't.
No, I said top 3.
We don't get.
Once in a while.
Yeah, we don't get hams over here or Banquet.
Firestone Walker.
We might
Russian
not even
River,
get Coors Light
and
either.
North Coast.
You guys have to get Coors, Miller, and Bud Light over there. You have to.
I
You
just
have
want-
to.
You don't get Miller Lite over there, Craig?
You got to.
No, we get Bud Light.
You don't get Miller
Only
Lite?
recently. I haven't seen it, but then we could do, but I don't look out for it.
Yeah. Greg's just turning his nose up.
He's like,
Probably
what do I say?
Yeah.
There is a macro beer I want. There is a macro beer I do want. I've spent a long time looking for a kokanee, and I cannot find any.
Motherfucker, you get kokanee whenever you want, and you go up to Canada, and they have it at the fucking Flying Saucer restaurant.
I didn't see any
Has
kokanee.
tainted food.
Well, to be honest, I didn't see anything when I was at the Flying Saucer.
No, they do. You know why? When I was up there at the fest and went with Greg, he ordered a Labatt Blue, and I was like, if you're gonna order anything, why don't you order a Coke? And he's like, oh, I want a Labatt Blue. And then by the time we were done with it, he's like, why did I get a Labatt Blue? And I'm just like,
because you're stupid.
Like, number 1, you're stupid. Number 2, you're hammered. So now you're stupid.
You're
hammered.
Hammered, stupid, no neck, loud, useless, worthless motherfucker.
You stupid.
That's pretty harsh. I don't agree with all of it, other than the neck
That's
part.
completely accurate. A no neck, loud, useless, stupid, drunk motherfucker.
I've known if he's stupid or not. I just.
He's Greg. He hangs out with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Greg's a good guy, but he is loud. He has no neck, and he drinks Bud Light.
As intelligent as any of us are, we're all stupid because we hang out with each other. Because that's what you're doing.
Come on.
I hate you.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, no, I know.
And I go for an English breakfast very soon.
Oh, I know, and I hate you even more now.
This could be take 2 of the vlog.
You should vlog it. Oh, I'd love it if you vlog it because I'll watch it. All hungry. And I'm like, oh.
I don't know how the first one went down.
Last time I was on
it tasted quite good though.
Yeah, I know. I was on a chat with Drunken One until 7 a.m. And we were drinking.
Yeah, right after I got off, you guys went to 7?
Yeah, we got off.
I should have joined that one. I really should have joined that one.
We went till 7 a.m.
I should have joined.
And I got
one.
Yeah. Well, I ate my two proverbial steaks that I always do. You know, on my hangouts.
The raw ones.
The raw ones.
I don't know if he ate them. He kind of drank them because he doesn't even chew them.
Yeah, and then
they were still twitching.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing about that one. I was gonna drink 1 beer, and it turned into 7.
Never mind.
And then 7 beers turned into shots. And then I got really hungry at about 7 a.m. and I drank 2 bottles of gravy.
What the fuck was this? When was this?
Was this Saturday night?
Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday morning.
Saturday night was drunk.
What happened? Yeah. Did something go down on Saturday night? Like an actual?
Drunken One did a live hangout.
Yeah, but he didn't know how to invite everyone, so I sent a few links out.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I know Craig told me he was like Drunken One started show. I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't think like it was anything.
I thought you went out or something.
Yeah,
you went out.
Yeah, I did. I came back. I would have joined if I'd known it was still
going.
I
got by the end of it, I got invited down to the Drunken One's place and everything. Have a good time. I was all right. I got family in like Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas. I need to get down there.
I haven't the thing yet, but
I need to get down there anyway. So I'll fucking go down. We'll have a good time. But
he's a good guy. I've no idea how to contact him, so I'd invite him.
Wait, time out. Did someone say they drank gravy?
I did.
Gravy,
I drank 2 jars of gravy.
I love gravy.
Not surprised.
Wait a minute, like actual gravy? Like you put on fucking turkey?
I don't have, I threw the bottles away, but there were 60 ounces. But I got
Wait,
very
what?
hungry.
Did you say 660? Like
the tall.
You drank 120 ounces of gravy?
I got hungry.
That's not hungry. What the gravy? You drank 120 ounces of gravy.
I was really hungry, and then
you can't make this shit up, man.
It was savory beef.
Was it Heinz savory beef?
Gravy coma.
So it was Heinz.
It was this Heinz savory beef and the
Hunger Games.
and then the glass.
Hunger Games.
Yep.
You drank 120 ounces of Heinz savory beef gravy, and like
I was hungry.
Hungry, Joe. I was hungry.
It's fucking gravy.
Well,
it's gravy.
Well, to spice it up later, I found a pack of cheese sticks. So I ate a carton of cheese sticks with the savory gravy. So there you go.
Hunger Games have arrived. You've won.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, seriously, what is happening?
I've eaten butter.
Fucking hell.
Like, what do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you, but I'd highly advise against drinking, because again, you said you were hungry, but you drank the gravy. I'm pretty sure you drank it.
Filling.
You ate like what?
It's gravy. It's fucking gravy.
I didn't have a fucking heart attack.
That's a lot of gravy.
My cholesterol is fantastic.
Did you check for diabetes? The diabetes.
My sugar is fantastic. I'm fantastic. Everything about me is fantastic.
I wouldn't want to see how were your shits the next day?
My shits are always the same. Fantastic.
And that's when it went over. Craig's like, enough.
I'm sorry. So, Craig, this needs to be explored more. The man drank 120 ounces of like a topping that you put on turkey and mashed potatoes. I don't know what's happening right now.
It doesn't matter. Carry on. How's the gym going anyway?
Oh no! I can't do that until I can't start anything like that until I get my new schedule that says what shift I'll be on, what hours I work, anything like that.
Yeah, I am so upset that I missed this.
Is that a less gravy schedule? Or?
That is going to be a significantly less gravy schedule.
Let's rewind, because I just heard that. So, all right, let me see. Saturday Night Drunken One started a chat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You ended up joining like when in this chat?
Late 10.
Yeah, he was in there like around.
Okay.
10 o'clock. The last 3 hours, I think it was.
What time did the Hangout go off the air?
7. Off the air probably at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
So it was like a 5-hour chat?
Yeah, it was 5.5 hours, I think.
When did you become this?
Break the record by clue and stuff was up there.
No, I woke up and then about 10:30 in the morning, and then the group and said, "Oh,
I went to bed around
2 or something because like, what? I would have joined for an hour."
Todd sent me a text like at 2:10 asking if we were still on, and they were still going.
Me too. Like, what the hell?
but hang on. So it ended at like 2 something, and then you talked for another 4.5 hours offline.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Drunken On and I
answer the question. Answer the fucking question.
Well, a guy.
Joe sounds like he's been cheated on or something.
No, I'm trying to figure out how I missed all this.
I missed
you,
all this. You know, shaking that ass.
I would have paid any amount of money to see Paul live consume 120 ounces of gravy on someone's Hangout. It would have been magical. It would have been fantastic.
If that had been online,
they started the video. They started the video, and then at the end of it, Paul was knocking on Drunken One's door.
Yeah. Well, I remember. The one thing there was Mike. There's a guy named Mike Hill. He follows Drunken One, and then he's like, okay. And then Drunken One was reading the comments. He goes, okay, I have to get on this chat. This guy's crazy, and that he was talking about me. Because the last thing apparently that I said before he goes, okay, he jumped on. It was.
Please don't say anything to insult Craig's channel.
Well, I'm just saying it was talking about masturbation.
I don't care. Whatever.
Because then they said about
subs are dropping by the minute.
And they said about Fistina, and they said Fistina. I said, well, that's kind of funny. My ex-wife is called Christina, so that's weird. I said, and they said, you can always use your left one. That's the stranger. I said, I don't cheat. All right. But the one time, it got a little weird because what I did was I put my hand in the freezer for an hour, so I felt like a fucking dead corpse. And they know that was it got weird after that. And
you think after that?
Paul, that's a really cool story, bro. But here's the thing,
bro.
You drank 120 ounces of fucking gravy.
I was hungry.
Can't get away from that.
Greg, you got any more gravy so you can reenact that for us?
When he said 60 ounces, I thought he said 16, not 60.
Yeah,
not crazy.
So what did you eat?
No, I ate
gravy.
During
the
the
gravy.
day.
That's all I had was the liquid gravy.
I looked in the cupboards. There was nothing else, but
there's no Guinness. There's no Guinness, so I had gravy.
There was gravy, so I drank the gravy because it's delicious.
Did you warm it up, or did you
Your
drink it?
definition of drinking?
Yeah, I put it in I put it in for 30 seconds to get the little warmth in there, and I stirred it around and I chugged it because it's gravy.
Right, I'm gonna go get some Oxo now.
I'm physically ill right now.
There's people that chug Bovril. You know what I mean? It's
Bovril.
It's to his.
Ask James, he does it all the time.
All the time. You know what I mean? It's to each their own. You know.
You just compare that to chugging 120 ounces of gravy.
As long as you enjoyed it.
I regret.
You're mesmerized by the gravy story. We can tell, Joe.
I can't. I'm pissed off. We all missed it. Well, I missed it. I wanted to witness it.
I'll get two talls of savory beef, and on tonight I'll do it again for you. Just
the toilet was pissed off, to be honest.
The show went for 4 hours and 59 minutes.
Wow.
And then we rocked off after that.
I should have joined. I was just a little bit.
Actually, the best thing about the whole deal was called Bowden balls. Down in Louisiana, they have these they say it's rice and different like fish or lobster or whatever and spices in these Bowden balls, and it's like they have come in sausage forms and they're delicious and spicy and oh my god, we were talking about food. I'm like, the more we talked about,
jerky and stuff.
Oh yeah, we talked about different jerkies, and I was like, the more we talked about the food, the hungrier and hungrier and hungrier I got. I'm like, I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, I catch it. Let me chug fucking 120 ounces of gravy. I get it. Yeah, that's great. What the fuck?
I'm just
what
saying.
The fuck? You are just
hungry.
It's gravy. It's motherfucking gravy. It's not.
Yeah,
it's gravy.
No, it's like heaven. Just it's like
heaven.
No, it's. Oh my Jesus Christ! Unbelievable.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
No, I don't know, Greg. Greg, you tell me.
It is what it
is. The only reason I didn't do the sausage gravy that I had there is because they're in metal cans. You can't put in the microwave.
So you didn't even slop it up with anything. You just took it straight.
I took it straight. I always take it straight. That's Joe.
No, I don't want to talk about this anymore. What is happening?
Segue.
Like I can imagine. It's sad as it sounds. I can imagine you drinking 120 ounces of savory beef gravy from Heinz. Now, if you did the same thing with sausage gravy, I think you'd be dead.
I will try later.
It's like that sausage gravy is like liquid fat. It's just like that's what it is, like liquid fat.
Doesn't that sound good?
I don't know. Your arteries are fucking probably very angry with you right now.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, they sound angry.
I don't know. I'm just a very self-deprecating person.
When they get angry, they hurt.
My lifestyle.
Yeah, they 10%. Gravy eating contest already.
10%, Eric.
Yeah.
All I say is
this one here's 10%.
That was the E40.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah. Oh God, it's.
I didn't realize it was that ABV.
What they call that in Scotland they call that tramp juice.
Bum wine.
Bum wine and tramp juice. No, it's that corner shop piss. And then
you get up there. You get out 4 packs or something.
No, it's
this only came. You can get 40 ounces of these here, but I only got 22.
40 ounces. Do you ever have King Cobra?
Yeah.
Did you ever have Big Bear?
No, I can't get Big Bear here.
You are a peon and a fucking grunt.
Hey, send me some. I'll drink it.
I can't. I just drink it as soon as I see it. It's Big Bear. Big Bear bitches. Do you follow Odeed on YouTube? Odeed, he does all that shit. And he sends people Big Bear. The funny thing is, Odeed is one of those guys, and Joe knows all about him. Odeed is one of those guys. He's got a cellar or whatever full of like the vintage of this and vintage of that, like all crazy expensive beers and shit. But he and his wife do like crazy malt liquor videos all day long. That's what he does. Like that's his thing.
I saw someone who, he liked his malt liquor. That was fucking funny though.
Well, it's funny because like Odeed is like he's like, oh bitches, you do my malt liquor challenge and I'll send you a beer. And the funny thing is like my buddy DJ was like, okay, I can drink some malt liquor. I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna say what his reads are, but there you go. And then he did a malt liquor challenge with Odeed. He did the challenge, and then Odeed sent his beers. Like he sent him vintage like West for Veterans and all this kind of crazy like shit. And like, oh, what just happened? I drink a malt liquor and I get this in the mail. Like this is insane.
Super.
Like,
did the malt liquor challenge consist of starting at 5 a.m.?
Well, I have no idea. Most malt liquor people don't wake up until at least 3. I thought. That's what I wake up. Yeah, that's
I do.
Half 10. Oh, what happens at half 10? I have no idea. Oh, God.
I woke up quarter of an hour ago. So there you go.
I really wish I'm going to reinvent my whole home, and I want my coffee maker to be here, and I want it to be automatic. So before I get drunk, I can like set it up, and then when I wake up, I go, God, shit. Oh, coffee. That's what I want because more and more I realize I'm old and I'm useless, and I cannot make it 20 feet. So I just want everything here. I want to make this into my human toilet, and I want the coffee maker here, and a fridge there. And the more I can set it up where my little world makes sense, I think mornings will get easier and easier and easier. And that's what it is. And once I get that, then I can start my day. It's fine. But mornings suck really, really bad. After these hangouts that I keep on telling myself, don't get on hangouts, you get too drunk. Oh, okay. I promise I won't get any more hangouts. Oh, I'm on a hangout. Oh, is that happening again? Oh, shit. And then I wake up going, oh, God damn it. What happened? Where am I? Whose house is this? Oh, I was on a hangout. Oh, fuck. God damn it. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just got back. Is Paul done rambling? You done rambling yet? What happened?
No.
Where'd you go, Joe? You got to take a piss?
No.
No one else is saying anything, so I'm just going to talk. Because fuck
No.
Even if it doesn't make sense, right? Like, it doesn't really
can't be bothered.
I want to see you drink 120 ounces of gravy again.
I have to piss.
Boil the kettle. Boil the kettle. Well, no, don't piss in it. Just boil the kettle.
Mm-hmm.
Get some cubes going on, and
well, I mean, I know I'm an American, but I don't have an unending supply of gravy. I drank it all.
Well, all right, yeah. I mean, it's 120 ounces is a lot of fucking gravy.
You know,
okay,
I think he's blowing smoke up our ass.
I'll take stock of that.
I would have drank more gravy if I had more, but I don't have any more.
I'll take stock of that.
Well, I mean, usually when someone buys 120 ounces of gravy, it lasts, a decent while. Certainly longer than a single day, and by single day, I mean probably like 30 minutes.
I was hungry. Like,
I don't know where we
got the gravy.
What's that? What'd you say, Ron?
You just chugged the gravy?
It was hot, it was good, and I drank it. Like,
gravy challenge.
You drank it like in a
Was it like instant gravy?
Yeah, it was like gravy. That wet.
It was like Heinz jarred gravy. It was savory beef flavor.
It was like baby beautiful jars. Yeah.
The best thing is if Paul made the gravy himself and then chugged it. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah, if I made my own baby gravy and
I had some leftover turkey fat, and
I have drank bacon grease that I had in there before, but I mixed it up with a lot of good stuff.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, because that's just delicious.
Right.
Yeah.
My arteries are hardening as we speak.
Well, I
Holy
used to eat.
shit.
I mean, Joe's. I mean,
Hovering
like
over a subject there.
Joe is Polish because he knows this because he is Polish.
Well,
And
I
I used to
am.
when I
What does
was
being
younger.
Polish have to do with anything about gravy?
Well, I'm just saying.
I think he's
when
going
I
to
was a-
insult
when
me, so he's just trying to set some
when I was
baseline here.
when I was a little younger, I used to eat a lot of pierogies because pierogies was the shit, right? Potatoes, noodles, whole
Pierogies
deal.
are still
Yeah.
amazing.
well,
Come
has Craig
on,
had a
that's-
pierogi?
What's that?
Craig, have you had a pierogi?
Pierogies are
No.
for people that build houses, not for people that live in houses.
I mean, no sense whatsoever.
That's
It
makes no
does
sense,
make
Paul.
sense if it makes sense if you're from England.
Mm.
I don't think it makes sense
Craig,
no
you can
matter
kick
where
him
you're
off
from.
at any
Right?
time, man.
I'm trying to. My poker face is going on here, so it's kind
Craig's
of like,
actually trying to remember if he actually had pierogies or not. He's like, that's a good question. Did I ever have any pierogies before?
The joke,
Yeah,
the joke was that a lot of people that are builders in England are Polish. That's the joke. It's a simple fact.
yeah. I'm not kind of like going there.
Well,
You're
whatever
not
you
going this time he can be bothered. Oh my God! I found out something that he
One
can be
fuck
bothered
given?
about. Oh, he gave.
It's
he
not
gave
that.
one fuck.
No,
single
I'm-
fuck.
I don't mind talking. I'll talk about Polish beer. Fine.
The pierogies is the Polish like.
But
little
the people are bastards.
It's like
so
an
I won't talk
appetizer,
No.
like little doughy type.
No, not doing that.
That's a little racist, Rod. Not all Polish people like pierogies. No, that's a stereotype.
You
That's a
bastard Polish
stereotype.
Paluski motherfuckers.
Stereotype
okay.
in the Polish lovers of pierogies.
They're very
Okay.
common in our restaurants that are Polish restaurants.
I will open the floodgates.
What
then.
I
Who shall
like
join?
to say is I used to eat pierogies all the time when I was young, and I used to melt like one or two things of butter into the thing, and then make a big,
One or
beautiful
two
sticks of butter into this
Jesus,
big.
how many pierogies?
Well, I
You want
used to
some
make.
pierogies
I
with your
used to
butter?
make. No, I used
Two
to make. I used
pierogies,
to
a
make.
stick of butter, and 160 ounces of gravy.
I used
Like
to
when you
make
fry
a
up
pack-
pierogies, you
a
pour
pack-
like a fucking tablespoon, maybe
Well,
a
yeah,
couple,
no,
not
no,
a
no,
fucking
no,
stick
no,
or
no,
two.
no, no. I basically
It's
make.
hard
I
bacon
basically
Oh,
make.
you,
I make a.
Paul. You,
Well, I make a buttery wonton soup.
How is Paul still alive?
Oh, how many
Well,
heart
have you
attacks
had
have
an
you had?
angiogram at any point in the last couple of years?
Impressive.
Strong genes, I tell you.
Well, I'm just. I'm good. I don't need a defibrillator
okay.
or anything. I promise. And I'm just saying, like
I was gonna say,
you
you
get
know.
all these
Oh,
pierogies.
times are hard.
you're
there.
just
Okay.
saying all right.
Any
I'm just saying, like
stents, any heart stents.
you get these pierogies in this big ass bowl, and then you melt the 2 sticks of butter in there, and you make like kind of like a pierogi.
You don't put 2 sticks of butter in there.
You just fucking buy a package of butter and just put it in the pan. See what happens next.
You eat the pierogi.
That'll do
Gravy
it.
on top.
Is it enough? Shall I add a third? Or,
Well, no, 2's enough. And then you eat the pierogies, right? And then you drink the butter. That's what you do.
In the gravy.
I'm sorry, but that's not what you do. First off, you don't use molten sticks of butter. Is what you don't do. What the fuck is happening?
I have no idea how I'm healthy, but I am.
Craig, I wonder how your comments are going to be after this is all said and done.
whatever.
It is whatever. I don't know what's happening.
Leave the poor healthy Sasquatch alone. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, there is no one that lives in Canada.
Well, no one lives in Canada because they're all
Joe's
sons
a
of
close one.
bitches.
He goes back and forth over the border.
Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes away from the border, so I mean, kind of.
I don't know. I don't think they're really humans that live in Canada. I think they're
I have a
aliens.
tendency to say a boot a lot. What are you
boot?
guys going
Oh.
on?
Actually, my wife, when she was still with my wife before I divorced her last, she used to say like, I could
Your
like
ex-wife
come
then?
home. Yeah, my ex-wife. That's what you call it. And
You big spiel.
It's quite funny. I watched your first review. I watched your first review. I watched your first review, Paul, and
it was much better than my last one.
It was fucking horrible. It was the travesty. I don't even remember what his first review was, honestly.
It was Trogs. It was Trogs job.
Oh,
yeah, it was the
Java.
background. The background music made me laugh. I must admit.
Completely
can't remember
unwatchable.
what it was.
Either, but you had background.
I think it was.
music,
I think the funny thing is, I think it was music that I made. My background music was shit that I made. Yeah.
I know. You,
Paul,
it
this
was
is
out,
completely
I know-
unwatchable.
Well, the second one was slightly better.
Yeah, I remember when I used to go home from Canada all the time, and like because those fuckers, they talk Canadian. I'm just sorry, they do, and you get I mean, you
So
get
Canadians
in the mood,
talk Canadian. Is that what you're saying?
Well, there's an accent. You get in the mood.
Are they like South Park, where
Yeah,
half
like
the top half of their? They're like South Park, where the top half of their.
I've heard
Yep.
Canadian. I've heard Joe there, Canadian
Canadian.
Joe. I've heard Canadian Joe actually say, like about and stuff like that a little now and again. He doesn't mean to, but he does.
I honestly do not say that. Here's the thing: they're hard on their O's. They're hard on their O's. I hear. I don't say. I don't hear. I don't hear a boo.
The worst part is the worst word is stout. They cannot say stout.
Three words. Three words stick out to me. There's stoot instead of stout. There's progress instead of progress. And then there's sorry instead of sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, did you get hurt? Did you get hit with a bat?
Not all. You know, I've heard Rhino say. Rhino says sorry. Albino Rhino says sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, he does. Like so does Nick. So does fucking West Coast Nick. Like all those people say it.
Next time you play Dan, make him say sorry. Rod.
Sorry.
What about ending questions, ending statements with A?
I just
that's what's a little overblown as a stereotype. There's a lot who use it.
Well,
that'd be a news hole.
I was just in a ABB class with a guy from Canada, he was a great guy. He was nothing wrong about him. He was Canadian. We can't help that. I mean, like,
thank you for clarifying that he's okay.
Obviously, you're a bastard.
He's okay, Joe. He's only okay.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you can't help that you're, I'm trying to act little Jay here right now. You can't help that you were born this way, but I'm just saying, he said, hey,
why?
Quite a bit.
Why?
Because now everything's not okay, Greg? Is everything not okay?
There's 2
fucks given now, not a single one.
New one's gonna come at some point.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you involve this fucking Sasquatch in the backwoods of PA.
There's 2.
You drive a car with no brakes, you know you're going to crash at some point.
Yeah, well, he says A, and he said about quite a bit. I mean, like, but to me that was so. To someone who doesn't talk to a lot of Canadians, that's like, oh, he's saying.
You act like they're so fucking they're.
Like they're some aliens.
To somebody who doesn't talk to Canadians.
I'm just saying, like, the first time I went to Canada, I didn't really expect to hear that.
I was surprised they don't live in igloos.
And we heard the A's. You heard the A's and the abouts. I'm just saying, like, that's the way some of them talk. It's funny. It's not funny, but I'm just saying that's the way some of them talk. You just deal with it. Like,
I have 2 things to say. Number 1, Paul, what the fuck? Number 2, Craig, there's this little live thing at the top right of my screen. Probably should be off air at some point in the near future, aka 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, but if you find this offensive, what the fuck's wrong with you?
It's not offensive. It's gonna get to the point.
To me,
no, I'm done. I'm done. Oh my! If a Canadian is offended by this, you talk like a retard. Go fuck yourself. There. Is that offensive? Jesus fucking Christ!
There's a lot of offense in there. There's a lot of things happening.
Now
you've offended more than one person.
Joe, they're coming after you first, then they're coming after Paul.
The problem is with me is when I don't
people have to be.
The problem is when I don't mean to be offensive. So if I'm not trying to be offensive, if people take offense to that, then I will be offensive to make a point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You make it worse.
Yeah, I will make it worse just to be a dick, just for you. Thank you. 2
things in this world I know. Number 1, Paul.
I don't care though. I've already put a disclaimer on, so
yeah.
You should probably add an extra one just for Paul specifically. Number 1,
there is no rules with me.
The views expressed by Paul P.A. Brew News are not the.
Paul does not represent all Americans.
Well,
the
funniest thing is though, like, I don't get dislikes on my videos. Well, so what am I doing right, and you all are doing wrong?
Well,
because Paul is the one disliking my videos.
All right, because number 1, you don't do live hangouts on your own fucking
I tweet your
channel.
Shit. What are you talking about?
You just go to everyone's channel, and then on top of it, You have Lance the Lush confusing everyone because you're PA review news.
Right. So you guys got just like
we can stop this one now for sure.
Well, no, I'm saying Lance references Paul as PA Beer Review News, so no one knows what they're searching for because it's PA Brew News, so they don't know where your channel is.
Yeah, Joe just ruined it, by the way.
I've yet to talk to Lance, so yeah. Right.
You've never talked to Lance before?
That's 3 fucks.
No.
I qualified that as 3 fucks given. Joe just ruined it.
No.
No.
I don't think you were getting Paul. Much like the Polish joke about the being builders of houses and not the owning the houses.
Funny.
My joke was that no one can find your channel because there's too much confusing and conflicting information with your name because no one knows what the fuck your name is. It's PA Brew News and no one gets it right. That's why no one can find your channel. They're looking for the wrong thing.
Come and get me, motherfuckers.
My views are not necessarily other people's views, so
I don't even know where we're going. We're gonna segue into what's everybody's top 73 fucking macro beers.
So that strikes off that with that one comment that strikes off 2 fucks straight away.
I still want to drink from Kokanee. I want to try it.
I thought you were gonna say gravy, and I was gonna see what's wrong with you.
Put the kettle on now.
Well, yeah, I mean, gravy's great. I mean, like, it's gravy.
Oh, you like gravy? Yeah. All right. Okay.
You
actually like it as well.
No, I drink it and I like it. Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe you couldn't find something to like Eric said, sop it up with, dip in there. Anything bread?
No. There's no bread. Everything's gone. No, there's nothing. No.
Anything.
No,
I put 2 sticks of butter in my pierogies.
Well, 2 sticks of butter you could have put in the gravy, made it really savory.
Yeah,
I
smooth it up a little bit.
Butter. Yeah,
make it more drinkable.
Yeah. I could get some butter right now. That'd be good.
Jed, don't worry. You feel great with that fucking Shorts Pale Ale, I imagine.
Are you not done with that Bell's beer yet?
That's the lager he's still on, isn't he?
Oh, excuse me, lager. Excuse me.
Are you still drinking them? Well, it's not a lager. It's like a fucking IPL that they call it.
He's just sat there, just like chilling out. Leave him alone.
Yeah, leave me alone, Joe.
No, not you. He said leave Paul
talking about you.
Yeah.
Oh.
The man who insults everyone, leave him alone. Don't pick on him. Don't pick on him. Don't make fun of Paul.
Eric's just mean.
He's just a lonely Sasquatch.
Yeah.
I am. Believe me, no matter what I say, my life is always worse than yours.
Whoa. Hold there, Paul. Hold it there, Paul.
Now, hold on, Paul. Now, hold on.
Hold on, man. Hold on, PA Beer News Reviews.
Yeah.
Now, Paul, if you were a squirrel in Sasquatch's world,
carry on now.
And you had gravy and then macro beers, and what you think?
So what do you think?
You forgot butter, Joe.
Yeah, you didn't ask a question. But what do you think? What do you think?
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Tiddlywinkles.
Half free, and yeah, get another beer.
No, why not?
This is my view of my empties.
Oh my god!
Nice.
That's not empty. I see a glass. It's got shit in it.
Yeah, well, they're empty. They're all. Oh yeah.
Chuggy.
You know what's empty?
Yes.
Scaramucci's office.
Oh shit.
I'm in the mood for that as well. Yeah, so 8.3%, 6%.
Well, chug it. I'll chug this. We'll get a new one.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking chug
Now,
it.
see?
What is that, gravy?
I've got plenty.
Wow, see? You got
I'll do a beer review in all like 1940 gangster voice. Now, see?
See, this is the way I talk, see?
Yeah, you take the citra hops and you mix it with the mosaic hops.
Yeah, you think I'll get out? You think
in the tropical fruit, get the stone fruit.
Todd, you got anything to add here, Todd?
No.
I'm glad you saw that.
Todd, you like it in the mulch, yeah.
See?
Well spotted there, Paul. Because I really, this is a good beer. I forgot I had it.
What beer is that?
You forgot I had it.
Well, I forgot to
Gravy
I think it's that one. from like about 4 hours ago.
You opened that one a while ago.
No, I just love it. Like until he pulled up the fucking the bottle. What beer was that?
It's been sitting in the glass that whole time because you opened it a while ago.
Man, see,
it looks like the carbonation is non-existent.
It's kind of dead. See, it's talking to the fishes right now. See,
carbonated white sun. Yeah,
got no bubbles, kiddo.
Hey, you, me, this, that. It's all bubbles, baby.
It's going a little bit like that.
I can't really see.
Yeah.
You just look confused.
Just click on his image for Christ's sake.
No, I mean, like I can see, but I can't. Like, he can't see. I'm saying.
I can't see. I can see another place, another time. Yeah.
He can see another dimension.
Whatever. Well, yeah.
Craig, how was that without the carbonation? Was it fantastic? It's
better now.
Super creamy.
It's easy to drink. Look, I mean, I wish I could show you this kind of like
punching your mother.
Chug that one.
It's not coming through.
That totally looks like a New England style double IPA, even though it's a white stout.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
So somebody got an ESPN ticker update. Who would that be? Probably Rod.
No,
or was it Eric? Oh, it was Eric. Oh.
Cheers.
What are they showing me? Tigers. Yeah, Tigers lose again. Lions
here
go.
Here's the beer goes bye-bye.
Lost to the Yankees.
What?
Tigers dead.
I'm getting all the bits.
The Lions went 0-8. I thought they played 16 games. They just gave up. I think the Lions will make the playoffs this year.
I said 10-6.
That'll be close. I think they will. I think they'll have a better year.
Wow.
Stafford's actually. All right, Todd. You have a great time doing millennial things.
I hate you, Joe.
Cheers.
See you later.
Cheers, mate.
Problem because I love you, Ted. Oh my God.
Thanks.
See you later.
New beer.
Later,
New beer.
Cheers, Todd.
See you guys.
Fuck you, Todd. Bye.
Thanks for joining, mate.
Hey, go drink 200 ounces of gravy.
That sounds so tasty.
Nice.
4-day weekend's going way too fast.
Wow, especially with stories of someone drinking 120 ounces of gravy. You just never want the weekends to end.
Yeah.
It's the gravy train, isn't it, really?
Did Paul just throw his fucking camera on the ground or something? I don't understand what's happening. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
I had to zoom in because I'm like, I don't understand.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, it's his chair.
Oh, right, okay.
Craig, are you just seeing what you want to see right now?
I don't want to see anything. But it's his hand. So let's get away now. He's alive. Right, okay.
He's alive.
You got your gravy for us, Paul?
He's heating up some gravy.
I'm just going through Jimmy.
He's getting his gravy.
You still have that sausage gravy in there? Oh, sausage gravy? You're just going to freeze? You're just going to freeze like that? What happened?
Leaving?
Paul.
What?
Paul.
I'm not frozen. Like, what do you
Paul,
want?
gravy? Sausage gravy? You still have it?
I still have some, yes.
You know what they say about sausage gravy?
Yeah, wait for bacon.
Nope. If you're not drinking it, someone else will, so you better get on that.
Wait until I drink some more. I'm not drunk enough.
Bah, I guess not. It would be fucking pretty drunk to drink 120 ounces of any kind of gravy.
Ah, shut up.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Paul, do you realize you drink basically a 12-pack of gravy?
I don't care. I'll do it
Just
again.
can't let it go.
I'll do it again.
Sorry,
Hey, you're pounding them beers down, buddy.
You drank 10 fully bottled packs or bottles of gravy, in addition to how many beers you drank that night. That's insane.
Beers, brandy, and bourbon.
What? Beer is brandy and bourbon? I don't understand.
No, I said the beer stopped, the brandy started, then the bourbon started.
That's not what I heard.
I said beers, brandy, then bourbon.
Now we're gonna have to get drunken on to know the whole entire story. You do realize that?
Oh yeah, if he's on Rod's chat this week.
He was sipping on some bourbon out of some glasses. It was pretty crazy, and that's. That's the story that you're gonna get. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. But we were having great talks. I fucking loved it.
Did Drunken One stay up to 7 a.m. too?
Yeah.
Do I still have a channel?
Yeah, it was fucking fantastic. Yeah.
Was it just you two, or are there other people there?
Mike Hill was there for a while, and then the rest of
Mike must have came after I left then.
Yeah, he came really late, and then we went offline, and then we had to talk, and then Drunken One had to talk. We had a great talk. I mean, I don't talk to him very much, but as far as I'm concerned, like I always have great talks with him. We get along pretty well. We just have a lot of common interest and shit. We don't see everything eye to eye. Drunken One, yeah, we don't see everything eye to eye, but we have a really good time talking.
Oh, easy.
Calm down, buddy. You got this. Ooh,
no, it's just I just farted.
I know. You just farted. You went up about 3 inches and you came back down. You're like, okay, I just landed. We're fine.
Yep. I'm still floating.
Good.
Yep.
Why do I think that Craig's in his crawl space in his house?
Actually, that's where he lures all the victims.
Or a basement is where I'm. It's probably where he's at.
No, he's not. He's not in a basement. He's from England. They don't own basements.
Oh, his little man cave or whatever.
Man cave.
So,
enter my man cave.
It's a man cave so that it's keeping a man cave.
I always hated my review spot. Well, I always hated the place I used to do reviews. I never liked it. I don't know why. It's okay with, like, personal reviews, but I don't like doing like duo reviews down there. So like Joe was down there. He saw, okay, this is where you do a review. Let's
I was like, I gotta crawl on my hands and knees. It's fucking.
Oh no, I just don't like. I mean, there's chairs down there and shit, but I just don't like. I personally like those.
Sounds an inspection, Joe.
No, that happened. I was on my hands and knees a lot. I just didn't think it would be in the dungeon and be crawling around.
It's I personally I don't like doing duo reviews down there. I like to do duo reviews in the porch or outside or whatever. I don't like. I like my dungeon to do reviews. I just don't like them to do duo reviews.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, where I was before, it was in the bedroom. It's like we're coming up to bed now, and it's like,
hey, you're getting interrupted.
Right. And it's like, I'm on a live review. I'll go down in the kitchen, and then there's no door to the kitchen. It's like bash, bam, 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 bam. Fucking.
It's like my house. Oh, what are you doing? I'm getting some food. Oh, thanks, Rowan, for interrupting my review.
And it's like, tell you, but whatever. So it's like. This was just like a junk room, like a hoarder's room kind of thing. It's like, so I thought, fuck it, this is going out.
Excuse me, just say hoarder's room? Was that
what you said? Yeah, a little hoarder.
Just throw just put it in the back room.
Is that why all those bottles are saved in cans?
Yeah.
He meant that. See that's artistic.
So this is just me. This is just actually meant. Everything else went, boom. This is an old 50-inch telly that don't work and blah, blah.
All the shit you want out the door.
Yeah, I've made a space.
You're not getting rid of it.
I've got just lying on top of a Pampers box and all that sort of shit.
Oh, yeah. He sounded exactly like me right now.
Everything sounded classy until the last bit.
Half the time.
Over here is some human feces in a bucket. Like I don't.
That sounds like my house. Yeah.
This bit is on camera, and then the rest. There's a 50.
I mean, like my camera is either on a can of Spam or on a tissue box or on something like that.
I'm just on a tissue box a lot.
This is my shit here. Look at that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and then we go around. There's shit on the floor.
Yeah. And a poop right there.
Whatever. No, it looked like actual shit on the floor. Big poop stain.
It is. So this is the opposite view. There's my camera on a tripod and all that.
That's right, bitches! Motherfucking Monday! You gotta yell at it, Eric. Every time you see a camera, you gotta yell at it.
Hey, there's one already up. All you gotta do is watch it.
No,
yeah, it's just whatever.
No.
Don't try to fool us with your trickery. I'm on to you, Eric.
You're fantastic.
He'll watch it. He'll watch it.
I know all about you and your
Foolery here.
Touch Me Mondays.
What?
Malt Liquor Mondays, fool.
Right. I won't touch you any other day.
Yeah, you sound very like angry when you do your mom. This is my Liquor Mondays fool. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your life's not going well, but you don't need to yell.
Nah, yeah, but
it's just
it's going quite well. That's the way I look at it.
How about like Eric? Just do a melancholy Monday where you talk nice, so I can feel good. Yeah, just so I can feel good about myself, and then after I get halfway through the beer review, you can yell at me like this, and I go,
Is that the same as melon and cauliflower?
Melon and cauliflower. Yeah, as you get a little bit of this, you get a little sweet, a little sour.
That's all right then. It works then.
Yeah. Colon, it's got fiber, got colon cleansing. Things happen.
Melon cloth.
Well,
melon cough. Oh, kind of fun. Yeah,
yeah, you're drunk.
Yeah.
Melon cauliflower.
Melon coffee. Coffee? What the fuck's coffee got to do with it?
I've actually watched a girl do a coffee enema one time that was fantastic.
Pale.
Save us, Joe.
That'll be a good one.
I don't have anything else.
You know what?
Like, sorry,
the
Joe.
thing is,
Sorry.
I was hoping for Eric to save us, and he failed miserably because that's what he's going to do with the rest of his life. Fail.
Thanks, asshole.
At some point, Paul gets drunk enough where everyone gets it, Eric.
Everyone's got to get it. You know,
consider yourself like, I don't know, fucking
happy. Because
at least you can say it. I can't.
Just be happy, all right, buddy? You're happy.
You've been broken in.
Right, I'm going to shut this down now. So,
okay, yeah.
Thanks to all the one viewers that have been
people are watching now, and now you're going to shut it down because there's an extra person.
People are going to downvote this now.
Yeah, so everyone's going to watch this.
Fucks to all of you, and fucks to all of your people.
Yeah,
but
but thank you for watching, and
thank you too. Thank you.
Everyone who's been on this one before, down below. To wait for him to talk to.
And there's just check out Blue Nose Beer Reviews. He does much better shit. And there was a beautiful English hangout with lots of lovely people. Goodbye.
Everyone I follow will be down below.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Yes, goodbye.